Hey, hi, hello, and good afternoon. My name is Amanda, and welcome to the Done Creative Live. I am still alive, I promise. How are you guys? Oh, it's so good to be back. It's so good to see you. Can't believe it's been almost 2 weeks since I've had a live stream, which is crazy to me that it's been that long. But I hope you're all doing well. Let's just see who is here today. I'm gonna scroll back up. We've got Banka, we got XF, we've got Nyasia, we've got RM, Deep Shoe, Stardust, Vicky Downey, LKT, Lizzie, we've got Cheyenne. I think I said Cheyenne, maybe. No, I said Vicky. And we've got Sandy, Get to like a Ray, how are you? Michelle Lynn. Oh, so many awesome familiar faces and a couple of new ones. So good to see you all. Hello, Anna. All right, you guys, I'm so glad to be back. Wow, what a ride it has been. Lots of just family stuff with my great aunt's funeral, and then just, I don't know what happened, but I don't actually get to do super chats on this channel because I don't have 1,000 subscribers over here yet. On my main channel, I do, and I could, but no longer doing lives over there. So the only thing I've got currently is just PayPal, which I apologize for. I meant to get Cash App about 2 weeks ago, and then just everything hit the fan in my life. Emotionally and just kind of energetically speaking, like everything's cool, everything's okay. It's just the energy has been intense, and we'll get into that. But yeah, currently the only way, at the pinned comment I have, or pinned at the top of the chat there, I have a little link to PayPal, if that works for you guys. And I just wanted to kind of ease in today, so I'm not doing my normal Saturday show today, which would be 2 donations, then a free reading, 2 donations, then a free reading. That will be back next Saturday. It's just I kind of wanted to ease into this and you know, not be here for probably 4 hours like maybe a normal Saturday. Just get my feet back wet and just see how it goes. But I wanted to do a collective reading just because if I'm feeling a lot of this stuff, I'm sure many of you are feeling this as well. So I want to do a collective reading for all of us that are here or will watch the playback, the collective energies of all of us, just to see, you know, kind of maybe where we've been, where we're at, where we're going, just to kind of get our bearings a little bit. Because if you're anything like me, you just may feel like you've been tossed to the waves and you don't know what end is up, and things are just intense right now, and it's a lot. And I kept being, you know, basically by spirit being told, you know, you just need to take a break. You just need to take it easy. I've been running and running and running and doing and doing and doing basically since November without any stopping, without any day off. And here I am telling all of you about self-care and how important it is. And I know this, and I do a lot of self-care things throughout the day, but there are times where we just need a full day to unplug, unwind, do nothing, do something that sets our soul on fire that's not work, or, you know, having to talk with a lot of other people, you know. And I know now this is how it is every time when I know I need to start slowing down, but I'm like, okay, let me just work one more day. Let me just get one more video out. Let me just do one more whatever, mom duties, wife duties, life duties, work. It's like, it all just stacks up. And the way it happens for me is I will start getting major headaches, body aches, migraines, some sort of illness. I didn't get an illness this time, but major migraines for over a week. I had one day of, I don't know what you'd call it, kind of in a stasis, because one of my friends did some energy healing on me, and that helped a lot. But other than that, I've just been migraine after migraine after migraine because I'm still trying to push through and do things, and that's just not healthy when my soul, my mind, and my body are all telling me, you gotta stop, but I just keep going. So I'm calling myself out, letting y'all know I messed up and I paid for it really big time. So yes, lots of migraines, lots of just laying in bed and contemplating and introspecting, which is exactly what I needed to do. I wished I could have done it without getting the migraine, but you know, lesson learned once again. All right, let me get caught up here on my PayPal list. Oh, thank you so much, Getaleka, for your donation. I will get you on the list here as well. And thanks for all of your kind words. The last live I had was just a quick couple of minute live at my mom's house. Some cool information about that. She's actually found a few pieces of furniture and stuff that she has purchased, and we got her a freezer, all with your help, you guys. You really, I think I said a couple weeks back now that we've raised about $5,000 to really put toward stuff for her new home. Of course, the home part is still kind of in that limbo stage because we're not sure if we're going to be able to build this year with the skyrocketed prices of all the lumber. Everything has just gone through the roof with lumber prices and building prices just because of, I think, COVID and just everything trying to get caught back up. A lot's going on. So I just wanted to give you guys a crash course on maybe kind of where I've been, what's been going on. But we're going to do a collective reading with all of us here to figure out and examine some of this energy that we're all going through. Oh, we got one from Michelle Lynn. Let me add you to the list, my dear. Right. Thank you so much, Deep Shoe. Yeah, if you guys are new here, what I'm talking about with my mom is her house burned down in July of 2019. It's the second house fire we've had. The other one was in 1995 when I was 13. So it's been a rough road. As a result of that first house fire, the house, when they rebuilt over the burned stuff, they didn't do it right, and the house was uninsurable for about 24 years. So she was just living on a wing and a prayer that nothing would happen and she would never have to take out, any kind of insurance because she couldn't. At least as far as we've researched and know, there's no way that anyone would insure her house. So she just hoped and prayed nothing would happen, but it did in July of 2019. And that's why I am doing, not like, oh, that's the only reason why, but that's why all of your donations that you guys give me for the readings are going to help her. And it's interesting because my Saturn is currently transiting my fourth house, which is the house of the mother, the home. And Saturn is that dutiful planet of, repaying karma and just being very disciplined and, helping others. And so it's no wonder that I'm really wanting to do this. And Saturn's just helping me out. I always love helping my mom anyway, but Saturn's just giving me that extra push just to help as much as I can. So yes, when you notice that Saturn is maybe transiting your third house, you want to help your brothers and sisters. When it's transiting your ninth, well, in Vedic astrology, it's ninth house, but 10th house in Western astrology, you may want to help out your father. Stuff like that. Saturn's a really cool planet to really dive into and understand. But anyway, let's get into our collective reading. Let's just do a quick shout out just to see who else here. And thank you, Ethan, for taking the list for me. I appreciate that. Let's just see who else here. So if you haven't said hi yet, or if you have already, go ahead and say it again. We'll just kind of do a bit of a roll call. So we got about 16 people here. And 9 likes on the video. Thank you so much. Your likes will help me in the algorithm. Oh, we've got, let's see, from Anne. We've got a donation coming in from Anne. So I'm not sure who Anne is here in the chat. So if Anne wants to let us know, Ethan will get you on the list. I appreciate that so much. So, hello everybody. Give you guys a moment to check on in and say hi. You guys are about, by my estimation, about 25 to 30 seconds behind me. So that'll be, it's always interesting. Oh, it's you. It's Anne is Anna. I kind of figured, but I didn't want to assume. Just started rereading the 4 Agreements lately. And if you guys haven't heard of that or read it before, oh my goodness, check it out because it is a game changer. Even though I read it about 4 years ago, just reading it again, I'm like, oh yeah. So yes, assumption. Don't assume. That is one of the 4 agreements. All right, Anna Chim, we will get you on that list. Thank you so much, Ethan. Well, hello, Sandy, Vicky, Anna, Vicky, I said Vicky, Cheyenne, XF, Susan. Oh, you were hoping for the live today? Well, I'm so glad I could provide that. I just even last night, I'm like, am I ready? Like, energetically, I mean, I definitely wanted to be here and hang out, but I'm like, energetically, am I going to even be able to channel messages for people? The way I felt, even as early as or as lately as Thursday, I'm like, there's no way I could give any energy to anyone than was humanly possible in that moment than just trying to get through the day. But I'm feeling better, feeling more able to channel and do all the things. So here I am, and I'm gonna see how today goes. If it goes great and I feel like I can do more tomorrow, then I will also have my regularly scheduled Sunday live, and same for Wednesday. I'm gonna just play them by ear this week, just to kind of not go back all in, but just slowly kind of get myself back out there, so as to not totally debilitate myself once again with the migraines and just overdoing it and all of that. Okay. Since I was little, I kept on having this dream like every 6 months where the sky would turn red and yellow in color. There are airplanes and spaceships. Oh, wow. Attacking people. Wow. Oh, that could be a memory. Yeah, past life memories sometimes will become our recurring dreams. If you have a dream often, or at least maybe once a year or every couple years, or something that's just recurring, which means it happened more than once, a lot of times those are past life memories. But yes, I do need a vacation. Oh my goodness, that would be so nice. We went on a little kind of day trip thing for the kids. They're on spring break right now, so that's another reason I haven't been around, is the kids are home all week because there's no school. But we went on a little vacation, and it was a one day trip out into this really cool. I'll just show you. It's called Sculpture in the Wild. It's a little park in Lincoln, Montana. I'll just show you some of the pictures we took. They're just natural sculptures out in the wild. It's really neat. Let's see. Let me show you the coolest one of all, in my opinion anyway. I like to call that the Witch's Castle. So cool. And it's just made all out of branches. But you can go in it. It's got like a little maze. It's really neat. Let's just see. Some other stuff. Kids looking through the one sculpture there. Let's see. Let me show you a couple others. Well, this one was pretty neat. But yeah, we just got out in nature just to breathe that fresh air and just be outside with something. And it ended up being 62 degrees that day, even though there's snow on the ground. Like, it was such a breath of fresh air for me just to get out in nature that wasn't just my backyard. Sometimes we just need to get somewhere that's out of our normal, But yeah, really pretty, really fun, really awesome. And I needed it. But let's get some information. We're going to get into this collective reading. I recently got this since I last saw you guys, the Green Witch Oracle. Such a beautiful deck. I was really obsessed with the beautiful nature elements and just the design of it. I love it. So let's just get some awesome words of, just what's going on with the energy currently and into the future here. Anything we can expect, any messages, anything all of us need to know, either all of us here now or watching on the playback. Hello, Magical Indigo. LP, how are you guys? All right, ooh, we got one coming out. Desire, yes, number 3, which is all about creativity as well. So I'm really being drawn also to the Cancer symbol there, sign of Cancer, which is all about nourishing ourselves and mothering ourselves, that unconditional love, stepping away from the crowd to really go within. That moon energy. Moon rules Cancer. Moon is all about overcoming illusion, introspection, just really tapping into your own intuition and kind of even releasing your energy from other people's. That's kind of introspection and just kind of introvertedness that sometimes we all need to do to really be able to tap into our desire, or what it is we're wanting to accomplish, what it is we're trying to do. And a lot of times, when we get into these ruts or energetic overloads, we need this time. I'm just hearing reboot. We just need to think of your computer. My computer's fan. I have a dog hair in my mouth. I'm so sorry. My computer's fan is working a little overdrive because I got like a whole bunch of tabs open and a couple programs along the bottom here, and it's just like this. Oh, these you can find on Rockpool's website or on Amazon. And these are by Sherilyn Darcy. That's the name of the lady, the Green Witch Oracle. Yes, very fun. What was I saying? Oh yeah, when the computer just goes and goes and goes and goes, you got all these tabs open, it will either, sometimes my computer anyway, will just automatically or randomly restart on its own. Like, okay, you're not giving me the time I need, so I'm just going to do it for you. Otherwise, it'll start running slow and I'll have to kind of force quit a bunch of things and restart it. I have a feeling like a lot of us just went through what I would call a hard reboot of our systems, of our energetic field, of just our emotions, of all the things. A lot of us have probably gone through that recently, or if you're just kind of now feeling into that, because I knew I could just feel coming up to this equinox, which happy equinox, everybody, if I haven't said that already. I'm so scattered in my thinking, I just want to tell you all the things at once, and then I forget what I said. But yes, today is the spring or autumn equinox, depending where you're at in the world. But I think we all needed that hard reboot before the equinox so that we can really just tap into what it is where we've been, where we're at, and where we're going. Because sometimes we need to do this little bit of mini life reviews to really focus on, well, what do I need? Not just what does this person or the world want me to do, or all these things, but what do I need? What do I desire? What do I want? I'm so sorry you've been struggling, blissful minds. Well, you're in the right place. LP, Amanda, you were right. My daughter is bringing her hairy butt baby to me because she's getting ready to go back in class college. Oh, cool. That's awesome. Oh, well, thank you, Shanda Hancock. You love the background. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of 911, which, contrary to popular belief, is not like an alarm bell. It's actually a really good message. I've seen a lot of 1234, 1234 on my clock. I've seen a lot of 444, 333, 222s. A lot of those synchronicities are coming up for all of us right now because we had that reset. We're ready to bring some fresh new energy into our lives. Beautiful. Okay, someone just donated, Claudia. Thank you so much, Claudia. We will get you on the list as well. I want to grab a couple more from this deck, and then we're going to move into Sacred Traveler, I think. All right. So we also have Ritual. So Sweet Corn in the number 10. So like I said, we're at the end of that cycle, ready to start something new. So some of us, today would be a beautiful day because this is a gateway energy here on the, any equinox point or solstice point are really major energy gateways to do a ritual, to do a cleansing, to release what's no longer serving. This is a great time to do any of these ritualistic things. You could even write down all the things you want to leave behind and then burn that piece of paper, do it safely. Somewhere where you're not going to burn your house down or start a forest fire. Just be really safe with what you're doing. Call in your guides, your angels, your crossed over loved ones to help you, your ancestors, and protect yourself. Do all the things you want to do, but create a ritual that's all your own. Even if that just looks like you lighting a candle and peering onto the flame for a while and just imagining the life that you want. That is, that something as simple as that could be a ritual, something you are, putting your intention into. That's really what we're seeing. Best. Okay. And today would be a perfect day for that. Let's see. One more from this deck. We've got Trust. Yes. And the number 21. So here, look, we've got a 3 and a 3. 33 popping in. Master number 33. So trust our own intuition. Trust our own instincts. Trust that the ritual that we are doing, the thing we're trying to leave behind, the thing we're trying to manifest, trust that these things are on the way to us because we have these desires that are put there for a reason, these desires to create a better life, a desire to move past conflict, a desire, whatever your desire is. It was put there in your heart by your soul because your soul knows that you are worthy of so much. You are so much greater than you give yourself credit for. And a lot of us just need to tap into that trust, that inner knowing, that intuition, to trust that we're on the right path, to trust that the information or the signs or the synchronicities that we are getting are from spirit, from our higher selves. Let's get a couple from Sacred Traveler, and then we will get started on our donation list. Woo! We got one. Great adventure. Take a risk. Venture forward. So some of us that have been kind of in this stagnancy or this kind of cocoon or chrysalis phase lately, we're ready to come out and start something fresh, start something new, a great adventure, which would be really nice to be planning for something now that you could do later. And then valiant courage, take action with passion. Yes, we are moving forward and then starting to take action again. So this energy reset that we had, this more feminine energy of going within, resetting ourselves, the hard reboot some of us had to endure, was to set us up for great adventure and valiant courage. And they're showing me, Spirit's showing me to pair up trust with valiant courage. Because a lot of times we won't gain that courage until we start to trust that the intuition that we are getting from our higher selves is correct, or that something bigger than what we thought was meant for us is actually meant for us. We need to start to learn to trust what we're getting from Spirit, the signs, the synchronicities. Yeah, you're not the only one. Woo, that's a lot. We're not going with that many, but let's get one. We've got transformation. A fresh new way of living emerges. As a result of that hard reboot, look what we're coming into. That phoenix rising from the ashes. A fresh new way with the end of one cycle coming into another with that 10. Beautiful. I love it. Yeah, this is basically what I've felt just intuitively. And I'm glad that the cards could corroborate that information. And if you've been feeling really stuck or stagnant or depressed lately, just know that you're coming out of that. Trust that there is something better than the energy you've been stuck in. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put these away. And I apologize, it's taken me 22 minutes and 22 seconds to get to this point, but I think we just needed a quick little debrief before we just dove right into the readings today. Ow, I hit my elbow. All right, so Nyasia, my dear, you're going to go ahead and start us off. And I know you had put your question over on PayPal. Let me get back to it. Let's see. It kind of cut off part of it, but it says, I've been having weird feelings for the past 2 or 3 nights when trying to sleep. My mind is racing and my heart starts beating really fast. All I can think about is my spirituality and whether or not, and then it says ... So what was the rest of that question of yours, Nyasia? You can let us know the rest of your question. I can get right into it for you. Just want to make sure I don't lose that. Okay. Cleared out some of my other notifications so they don't clutter up my PayPal notifications here. So yes, Nyasia, you are next. It just disappeared again. My apologies. So yes, have been having weird feelings for the past 2 or 3 nights when trying to sleep. Mind is racing, heart starts beating really fast. All I can think about is my spirituality and whether or not something. So if I can have you finish that thought for me, I will dive right into it, Nyasia. My farting water bottle. I'm sure you guys missed that. It happens when I fill it all the way to the top, and then the little, I don't know, it's like a little, air thing. I don't know. You hear it? It's so funny. All right. Okay. So we're just waiting to hear the rest of Nyasia's question. But in the meantime, I'm going to go to these 2 decks. I think these are the decks we're going to work with. Whether or not you're messing with spiritual things that I shouldn't be. My crystals don't feel trustworthy, and I'm feeling a weird energy in my room. Okay. So just that alone, I'm feeling maybe there are some earthbound spirits around you. A lot of times they may start messing with things like in your, yeah, you feel like you're being attacked. Yeah, and that can even be from an earthbound spirit. But clearing the energy with sage, Palo Santo, whatever kind of, oh, Joyful Journey, thank you so much. Yes, we've got your donation here lighting up. Thank you. But doing an energy clearing would help. Also, just going online, her name is Mary Ann, oh man, Winkowski, I think. She's here on YouTube. She does live events every Wednesday morning, I do believe, at 8 a.m. Eastern Time. And she'll answer any question you have about earthbound spirits. I will write her name here. And she wrote a book at the show The Ghost Whisperer. She was one of the consultants for that show. Winkowski. So that's her name here on YouTube. Look her up. She has live events again, like I said, every or it's 8 a.m. my time, so that'd be 10 a.m. Eastern. I'm like losing my mind. 10 a.m. Eastern every Wednesday morning. She has like a earthbound coffee talk or spirit coffee talk kind of thing. But she's not a medium to where she sees beyond the veil. She just sees earthbound spirits and sends them to the light. But she's got some amazing advice for that. But let's just see the energetics of this, what you can do. I would say anytime you're opening yourself up spiritually, put the intention you only want to communicate or come into contact with beings that are of the vibration of love or above. That's what I always say before I get into anything. It's just a quick little way to protect myself. I basically say one word and that triggers the intention of it. So you can assign a word that basically says this invokes the white light of protection around me. It brings in my guides, my angels, my guardian angels, my crossover loved ones, all of my protection team. By just saying this one word, that puts the intention that you're protected, and then go about your ritual, your card reading, your whatever. But protecting yourself, especially in these times, I think is very important. That might have been part of why I had that major thing that I did was just, I didn't protect myself as much as I should have energetically, and I had to do a major cleansing on my home and just all sorts of things. And of course, when we leave, we get our energy tangled with other people, and when we go places, it's a thing. So that's why a lot of times when people go to, say, like a grocery store or something like that, they feel really weighed down, or it's just too heavy of an energy. And a lot of times, you can bring that energy home with you, and then it can permeate the air at your home, your energy at your home. So doing a cleansing shower or bath, sea salt bath, or if you don't have a bathtub, you can always just do, of course, you guys, your intention is always everything. Your intention is always everything. So putting the intention when you're taking the shower that it is clearing your auric field, your energetic field of anything that is not in your highest good, okay? But the card we pulled here is the path. So I have a feeling, Nyasia, that a lot of what you're going through and this energy that's going on for you is part of your spiritual path. This is happening for a reason. This is probably you leveling up, because here she is on this level. There's a ladder right in front of her to climb up to a whole other level. And then I'm assuming I shouldn't assume, remember 4 agreements, but when she's in this, this thing gets bigger and takes up the whole card and she's standing here, there's another ladder taking her up to something else. That's where you're at, but you're taking action. You're spiritually really, I'm not saying you did anything wrong spiritually or you tapped into something you shouldn't have, because remember, we are all spiritual beings having a human experience, not the other way around. So spirituality and tapping into that spiritual side is our birthright. It is who we are on an energetic level. So you have every right to tap into what your intuition is showing you to tap into. I'm going to get one more. There it is already. Yeah. A lot of the spiritual work you've done recently, Nyasia, is really, paying off. You may be a little, oh no, what if something's here? Energetically, things feel heavy or off or weird. It's probably because you just did level up, so things feel new, things feel different. But of course, doing what I said, clearing your space, clearing your own energetic field, doing a meditation, going on YouTube, finding a meditation to clear your auric field, those are all great ways to clean house, so to speak. But, with the number 10 here, 37 is 10. You're at the end of that one cycle going in, you've just leveled up. That's what they're showing me here. You just leveled up, and you're going to start seeing the fruits of that labor. Of course, it might take a little time to really feel, getting your bearings. Like, it's like starting a new school or a new job. You need a couple weeks of a grace period to just kind of get your bearings and catch your breath. That's what Spirit's showing me. But after that, you're going to start seeing a lot of payoff for all the spiritual work that you've done. Tell me to grab one more from this deck as well. Ooh, here we are. We've got answered prayers with the Unikite. I actually have a piece right here. TMI, I know. Unikite, beautiful stone for spiritually leveling up, for healing skin issues, things like that. It's really a great card to get, but answered prayers, look at that. All your great work has opened the door for divine solutions and support. What were we just saying? Look at that. Yeah, that's beautiful. I don't know if there's much more that I could add to that. They're pretty clear with this. I think that the racing heart, and now my crown's tingling. So you may have some of that going on, or you're feeling like something's crawling in your hair, or something's touching your hair, or something like that. But these things probably happen especially when you're laying down at night, because you're not distracted. You're not bombarded with other people's conversation or watching a YouTube video or cleaning your kitchen or whatever it is you do. You're more alert, you're more present. That's why these things are happening more at night. They're probably happening also during the day. You just don't notice it as much because you're busy. You're doing things. You're doing the things. But these are ascension symptoms is what they're telling me. Yeah, mine is tingling again, Ethan. Gotta scratch my head. But yeah, ascension symptoms. Because we are, when we're raising that consciousness or meeting our consciousness where it is, basically, we're bringing the physical human body along for the ride during this incarnation, many of us. So pretty cool times we're living in, that's for sure. So I hope that resonated for you, Nyasia, and brought you some clarity and hopefully a little bit of peace of mind. You're so welcome. Always a pleasure to read for you, Nyasia. All right. Up next, we have the lovely Stardust. That is correct. We have Stardust. So what was your question, my dear? And after Stardust, we've got my friend Just Sandy on deck. Oh, hi, sweetheart. I had a nice date yesterday and would like to know how Aquarius is feeling for me after our date, and if this has potential for something serious long term. Oh, that's beautiful. All right, let's find out. Oh, everyone's saying Lunar's here. Oh my gosh, where are you? Oh my goodness, you're here. Oh, it's so good to see you. I hope you are feeling well as well, my friend. I hope you are. Missed you. I think we've all been going through it. I don't know if you've been here long. You could see my whole spiel at the beginning. I have been through it. Energetically and emotionally, once again. Yes, okay. So for my dear Stardust, let's find out about this Aquarius. Anything you need to know? Potential for something serious or long term? Well, we've got the Tower in reverse. So this to me feels like something that has come after a long road in the love department, or something that, what they're showing me, but I can't put it into words. Basically what they're showing me is you having a hard luck in love with other relationships, not with this Aquarius in the past. So you're kind of like putting yourself back out there again, and you're like, oh no, is this going to work out? Is this going to be, kind of just all the feelings involved with that. That's what I'm getting from that Tower in reverse. It feels to me more emotionally charged, like you thinking, oh, this feels good, but what if, kind of going back and forth that way. We also have here the Seven of Cups. So, the what if that I was just talking about, you're just seeing all these different possibilities. Like, could this become this? Could this be more like this? What if it doesn't work out at all? Like, you're examining all of the options or possibilities or ways that this relationship could go. Oh, yes, I've been that way for such a long time, and I'm freaking out. Yeah. That's what this Tower in reverse is representing, is more of an emotional freak out I'm getting, not an actual, oh my gosh, run for the hills kind of freak out. This is more past experiences coming here to get all up in your head about it. Oh, hey, Jimmy, how are you? it's like a family reunion up in here with everyone's coming on in today. I love it so much. So good to see you all. But this is basically saying, maybe for a little while you are going to keep your options open. Let's tap into the energy of this Aquarius with one more. Yeah, look at that. I bent that card. But that Six of Swords there, this is all about you moving from one thing to another. But this is very mental energy. You're not physically moving. This is mental energy. You're moving out of the what ifs of the past, or what if this thing could become like this other relationships of the past. You're moving beyond that. And this is also my internet card. So I don't know if you speak a lot over text or internet, or maybe you met this person on the internet or online, or you have the potential to communicate with this person online a lot. But you're going to be in communication with this person a lot. So to me, that shows there is a future here. Okay, there you go. You met on the internet. Let's tap into the relationship between the two of you now. All right. Stardust and the Aquarius. Yeah, very soon. Clearly decide what you want. Remember, decisions with that Seven of Cups. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So really, I think, you're already in this energy of very soon. It's already started to come to you. It's already started. So you just now need to hone in on, what do you want out of this relationship? Do you want it to be a long-term commitment? Do you want, all the things that come along with that long-term commitment? Do you want to just have fun? This is you tapping into what you want, and then kind of setting your intention in that direction, and then basically saying that's what you will get. You will get what you set your intention on. Got one that flipped in there. Well, we've got the honeymoon card there. So enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So what I'm seeing here, this may not be an actual, we just eloped next week or anything like that, but just spending that one-on-one or quality time together, and maybe eventually this could be the vibe of a honeymoon after a wedding. I want to kind of tap into his personality, anything you need to know about that, about who he is as a person. Anything else for Stardust? About the Aquarius. Tell us something about this Aquarius. So we have Samaritan. So refine your capacity to help those you would prefer to ignore. So this person is someone who gives a helping hand to people, even when they feel like, I don't really want to bother with that person. They're kind of rude to me, but they need help, so I'm going to help them. Like, this person kind of sometimes puts other people's needs above their own, sometimes to their own detriment, though, because they sometimes will do something because they don't want someone to be mad at them, but then they're mad at themselves because they didn't do what they wanted. But we also have Miser as well. So entrepreneurial or creative ability to turn anything to gold, delights in sharing life's riches. So this person is someone who has worked really hard to get where they're going, or, if they're still trying to get where they're going, they're not afraid to put in that hard work to do that. But they're also, this is just saying, anything this person really focuses on and puts their intention toward, it turns to gold. It pays off in such a beautiful way. And because we were asking about the relationship, I think that this person does want a long-term commitment with that Midas card. I really do see that. And this person is going to be someone who really does put your needs above their own at times, with that Samaritan as well. So he's probably going to be putting your needs or your feelings and emotions above his a lot, because he wants to see you happy. He's going to probably eventually love you and all of that. But on the back of the deck, as you're putting it away, attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So just enjoying the present moment when you're together. But you guys do have a beautiful magnetic attraction between the two of you. So I hope that resonated for you, Stardust. But this could be the potential for something really beautiful, depending on where you put your focus and what you want. Because this is basically saying the choice is yours. Whatever you want this connection to be, it's yours. It's yours if you want it. It's yours. It can be left behind if you don't. You're in control here. You're so welcome. I'm so glad that resonated for you. All right. Next up, we got someone. All right, you guys are talking. I love it. I'll have to catch up later because I'm busy right now. I wish one of these days I could just come on and hang out because it's so fun. Oh yeah, Sandy's next, and then get to Lecker Ray, my friend. You are right after Sandy. All right, that one back. General for Sandy. Okay, let's see. We're going over here to the Oracle of the Seven Energies. All right. For Sandy, anything Sandy needs to know, Spirit? Anything for Sandy? Well, Roots of Abundance. I think you got this card not that long ago, if I'm remembering correctly. But the number 2, this could be you collaborating with someone or having some sort of partnership with someone that's going to pay off, like prosperity-wise. There's going to be abundance here. And you do sort of collaborate with people already, Sandy. You're always having people on your live streams just hanging out. But that really creates a beautiful, loving community of people too, because when I see the tree roots here, these roots go down into the ground, and then the tree next to it, it's like the roots all just tangle together and they create this network under the surface. And that's kind of the vibe that you give off. You're just someone who brings people together. And Spirit is really showing us here, Sandy, that you are going to do something really cool and collaborative coming up, where you're connecting with other people, you're having fun, you're bringing people together energetically, and it's a really beautiful spiritual experience almost. Even if you're just like, well, I'm just creating jewelry online, you're just coming into this, like, I just heard like golden age of your life, of your channel, of your whatever it is you're doing to create that abundance in your life. You're coming into this period where and they're saying like 4 or 5 months worth of time, you're just going to be like high on life, like top of your game, just loving what's going on. Let's just see what else. I think I want the Angel Prayers deck. Anything else for Sandy? Anything Spirit wants Sandy to know? Yeah, peace and harmony. Thank you, Raguel, for surrounding my life in a harmonious light. That's just that fellowship, that abundance, that collaborative effort, and just feeling really connected to people around you, whether they're online or in person. You feel really connected to and excited to be with people. But look, trustworthy friends. Thank you, angels, for surrounding me with people I can trust and love. This is just going to be such a loving, fun, prosperous time coming up for you. And now they're telling me to go to the tarot. See what else we can gather. That's way too many, and so is that. So I'm going to put all of these back. Woo! Although what was on top was that Ace of Wands, which is a new creative passion, a new creative project that you're excited about, the beginning of something new. Very ambitious time as well. You can't make this stuff up. What was I saying about those roots of the tree getting together and tangling with each other? I'm done. I'm just quit. I don't know what to say. And this is the collaboration card. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. Now my crown is tingling like off the charts. Yeah, Sandy, this is going to be such a fun collaborative time for you coming up, where you're just putting your energy into those you love. Those who love you are putting their energy into what you're doing, what you're creating, who you are. And it's just a big love fest. It all just feels so good. Like, there's nothing here that's like, oh, you should do this or that. It's just being in the present moment, following your intuition to connect with those you feel called to connect to. It's all going to lead you to something really beautiful, is really what they're showing me. But let's just grab one also from the Moonology. All right. Yeah, but just make sure, you are spending a lot of time, collaborating and communicating with other people. Make sure you're taking time also to breathe out, recharge your batteries, spend quiet time all by yourself. What deck is that? Are you talking about the Pentacles? Talking about this one, Jimmy? This is called the Spacious Tarot, and I just got this, and I'm absolutely obsessed with it. Absolutely obsessed. And it's a more natural deck. There aren't any people in it. It's animals and natural environment. And I love it so much. Yeah, such a great deck, if that's the one you're talking about. But yeah, it's such a great, I mean, I fell in love with just the pictures. I'm like, I have to have that deck. I spent more than I wanted to, but like I used my Christmas money, which I still hadn't spent because I put myself on a no spend February. So finally spent my Christmas money. Beautiful images. I just love it. Love the little bears and the pentacles. Yeah. But anyway, Sandy, taking that time to breathe out, meditation, getting outdoors, getting out in nature. With all these roots here, maybe even planting something, having a garden. I don't know if that's something you do or are even interested in, but planting some seeds, planting some flowers, and seeing that seed grow from a little seed to a beautiful flower or a plant or an herb. It's really fulfilling. It's very fulfilling energy is what I'm picking up on here. You just feel very fulfilled. Like your cup is just running over is what I'm hearing. The answers you need are coming. So anything you've been wondering about, worrying about, answers to prayers are coming as well. And I'm really being directed here to the full moon in Gemini. During Gemini season this year is really going to be the epitome of that abundance pouring in, which you still have a few months. You're still a few months away from that. So over these next few months, things are really building. And I'm seeing like 4 to 5 months worth of time where you're just happy. Beautiful energy is coming in, just so much goodness going on. But by Gemini season, you're going to actually be rolling in the dough in some way. I mean, all that hard work is starting to pay off for you. Coming up in, I would say June going into July is like really the glory time for all that abundance. So I hope that resonated, Sandy. That was beautiful. Can I get a reading like that? Such good energy. I love it. And you do have such a cool community, Sandy. I love hanging out in your chat just because of how loving and connected everyone is to each other. It's much like what I've got going on here. I love it. It's so cool. All right. Okay. So thank you, Get to Lekka, for putting your question out. And you're so welcome, Sandy. Beautiful, beautiful Sandy. Thank you so much. All right. Get to Lekka Ray, who is my spirit guide in January 2020. I was magically scooped out from a difficult situation, which has no logical explanation. That's when I realized realize someone's protection. What's their message for me? I love that. I love that so much. It was probably some sort of divine intervention that your guide, your angel guides. I'm seeing it as a guide. And this feels like an ancestor, someone who actually was in your ancestral line in this lifetime. Let's see. I'm hearing your father's side of the family. Woo. Let's see what we got. All right. Wow. Wow. Okay. Wow. So we'll just start right here. Direction guardian, choose your path. So yes, this guardian, this guide, they really helped I'm seeing like those kids playing like the piñata or pin the tail on the donkey before the kid goes and does the thing. Spirit will blindfold you, or, your parent or whoever will blindfold you, spin you around a couple times and then say, okay, go. And you're like, wait, what? So it's almost like this spirit guardian, this direction guardian here, took the blindfold off of you and actually pointed you in the direction they wanted you to go in for your soul's highest evolution, is what they're showing me. They helped you choose a new direction, choose a new path. Not that we're ever on the wrong path, but it was like a hairpin turn from one direction to another, like woo, like that. That's what they're showing me. So yes, your intuition was right on it. That your guides, your angels were helping you through this transition, this difficult situation you were in, and they took you right out of there. But this had to do with you being able to tap more into your solar plexus chakra, your own confidence, mountains, standing your ground. This is helping you. What this, you being removed from this situation has actually helped you to really tap into your own inner truth, your own confidence, your own voice, to where you can start creating something very solid, something that is unshakable, because no one can move a mountain unless you got a whole bunch of power equipment and a lot of stuff going on. It's not easy to literally move a mountain. And they're showing me you are this mountain. And it's almost like this mountain has roots beneath it, because I'm seeing this as kind of the surface here, and beneath it there's so much more beneath the surface. So you're tapping into, you're becoming this immobile thing, meaning that you're becoming very strong and very rooted in what it is that you're here to do for your soul's purpose. Now my left ear's ringing, but even though you're rooted in place, there's so much more below the surface than you have even tapped into yet. It's almost like, many, many layers beneath you, as far as what your purpose is, what you're here to accomplish in this life, that you haven't even tapped into yet, that you're working your way toward. And with all three of these cards, I'll get into this one as well, but all three of these cards are very earth tone, very green, very heart chakra, very solar plexus, down to the root. So heart and below. So grounding yourself is very important. That's one way you can connect with these guides, this ancestor, Yitaleka, is to do a lot of grounding, a lot of breath work, a lot of, just ancestor work, or working with those ancestors. Yes, I am still open for donations, absolutely. But we also have your medicine guardian. Be open to healing information. So this drastic turn your life has taken, or the situation you were removed from, it was for your ultimate healing, because you're on a better path now, a path that actually will facilitate you to be able to do any kind of ancestral healing, personal healing, soul healing from past lives that you need to do. And you can even call on Archangel Raphael to really help do any kind of emotional, spiritual, mental, physical healing that you need. Call on Archangel Raphael for that help. On the back of the deck here, we've got well-being. So I don't know if this thing you went through, or as a result of from that point till now, there was some sort of physical ailment, or maybe just like a depression, maybe more of a mental ailment going on. Oh yeah, you thank ancestors. So you're already tapping into their energy and their guidance and their help. But between when this thing happened and now, there might have been something either physically or mentally, emotionally coming up that you really needed to take care of yourself. But your ancestor guide was really basically doing what they're showing me is like a spiritual surgery on you, emotional surgery on you, just really helping you overcome these things that to me all really feel like past life baggage that has been now released. I'm seeing it almost as an anchor that was kind of weighing you down. Almost like that some of that stuff beneath the surface was old stuff that needed healed and released. And they're like mining those things out. Like spirit and your higher self are helping you mine those things out. But you also have major spiritual gifts still hidden beneath the surface that you can go in and mine out as well. That's really what they're showing me. But I want to get a couple cards here. Any other information, guidance, anything Yitaleka needs to know? We've got here 11th house, the edge. So friendship, group creativity, community, humanity, hope, tribe, festivals, discoveries, common goals, startups, rebellion, experimentation in the future. Those are the key words there. But this thing that happened to you, the guide wanted you to know that it put you on a new trajectory to where you're actually communicating with people, you're networking with people, friend groups, working together. And to me, this feels like that starseed mission or that lightworker mission where you're getting into contact with other starseeds, other lightworkers, whatever label you want to put on that, to create this grid or network around the world to raise the vibration. That's what this is representing for me in this instance. I'm gonna get one more. But it almost, to me, with the edge there, it's like that fool energy. You walked to the edge and then you took that leap of faith. Like that's what I'm seeing there. Let's get one more. Here it is. All right, and 4th house, roots, which makes a lot of sense with all that stuff beneath the surface and the ancestors that we've been talking about. Roots, this has to do with family, home, background, comfort, cooking, inner world, real estate, shelter, self-care, rejuvenation habits, and just our shell, like the outer shell of us. But I would go so far as to say ancestors. That is our roots, our ancestors. So look at that, beautiful energy. And I was really honing in on the word cooking. So eating better foods, less processed stuff. I'm not sure what your diet is, but they're showing me less like oils, less processed stuff will really help you feel better as far as your well-being. more plant-based, more organic, natural food will really make you feel better in your body. Okay, we've got a donation coming in from Brianna. Thank you so much, Brianna. How are you today? But I think that's all I'm seeing. Get to Lekka. Thank you so much. You eat healthy. Well, then just keep going. That's just reminding you that you're on a good path. And maybe even the cooking is you making recipes that you know, like grandparents, great-grandparents, great-great-grandparents used to cook and enjoy. So, that could be part of what that message is for you to just continue doing that, eating healthy, and connecting with your ancestors through the food that you eat as well. All right, so next up we've got Michelle Lynn. Where is this deck? Oh, it's right here. All right. Am I on the right path? I'm excited for my future to meet new people and heal my body of this mold, puffy eyelids, since 2019. Oh no. I'm doing everything in my power to move forward to my destiny. Am I doing everything? Oh, yes. Okay. Let's see what we got here. We're going to go with this deck and this deck. All right. So, Michelle, on the right path. Excited for the future to meet new people and heal the body of the mold, the puffy eye thing. Is she doing everything in her power to move forward toward her destiny? Share your voice. Come out of the cave, persecution and expression. So, speaking your truth, doing some throat chakra healing might help as well. Because I'm thinking here too with the mold, a lot of times too, the mold, you would breathe that in, of course, throat, you'd breathe it in down through the throat into the heart chakra, into the lungs. So the heart and throat and higher heart, so the heart, higher heart, and throat chakra are all in that line there. Doing healing in that capacity could really help you. But just speaking your truth, coming out of your cave, and as far as coming out of your cave goes, just means to come out of your shell a little more, maybe even speak your truth, maybe even talk about what happened to you with the mold because you don't want that to happen to somebody else. Let's just get one more from this deck. Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, and teacher. So this is all about connection as well, connecting to like-minded people, especially of the divine feminine. Doesn't have to mean a feminine person or a female person, but just the more divine feminine aspects of who all of us are, really connecting in that way. But this is like that high priestess energy too, and just teaching others what you've learned, sharing your voice, and being a teacher of something. And of course, it doesn't have to look like you becoming some sort of professor or teacher or anything like that, but just telling and teaching those around you what you've been through is going to be really powerful for you. It is part of your path to share your voice with others and to teach others and just to really tap in your own spirituality. Let's see. We have here now resistance. So it's two, they're showing me two things. But the first thing is when we are between where we have been and where we want to be, sometimes we resist what's going on because we just want to be out of the energy we've been in. We don't want to be here anymore, so we start resisting what's going on and just projecting all of our power into the future. Like, when this happens, I'm going to be happy. When this happens, I'm going to be healthy. When this happens, and just projecting all of our power, all of our presence into the future. So when this card comes up, to me, this is like a cry from your higher self to get really present in the present moment. Doing breath work, getting out in nature, clearing your energetic field, just checking in with your body. Do I feel hot? Do I feel cold? Am I hungry? Am I full? Am I sad? Am I happy? What do I feel like eating? Really checking in with yourself, doing, writing out a little letter to yourself and saying, what do I want? What do I not want? And going in the direction of what you do want without trying to bypass where it is that you're at, things maybe you're dealing with that you don't want to be dealing with, but feeling into that or leaning into it even more. Like the puffy eye thing, you're detoxing. I'm sure that's your body's way of trying to detox from that mold and just the toxicity of all of that going on. So it's like your body's showing you that it is doing the work. Your body is doing what it was naturally designed to do. And of course, you're going to start seeing the symptoms of this mold and all of that as a result of that. But okay, so what was the other thing? They had showed me something else and it totally left my mind. I hate when I do that. Oh, Rhonda's here. Hello, Rhonda. I was going in a cool direction, and then it just left. But I guess if it's that important, they'll bring it back to me. But really, what I'm seeing here is all this nature coming in. So, Michelle, getting out in nature, getting fresh air as often as you can. I'm not sure if you're still at that job. I think maybe you are, but as far as when you're there doing what you need to do to get through the day, but then when you are home and have your own time, make sure you're breathing in as much fresh air as you can. And I don't know, even just having like an essential oil with like eucalyptus. Eucalyptus is really good for things going on with the throat and lungs. That would be something good to have in your environment as well. Let's see about just you talking about on the, let's see, what was it? Doing everything in your power to move forward toward your destiny. Let's just see if there's any other self-care measures you can take to work through this puffy eye thing and to just put yourself in alignment with a better work environment. Any other self-care? Movement, yeah, and you can pair that up with getting out in nature. Walking a walking path or a hiking trail. But 36 here, they're showing us here you're at the end of that cycle. You're at the end of one cycle going into another. That could be job. That could be you looking at being more active in your body and just not wanting to be so sedentary, because I know even me, like a lot of my job requires me to sit down and edit a video, sit down and go live, and I'm sedentary a lot of the time. And I have to remind myself, it's time to get up and move. It's time to get outside and move and get that fresh air outside, because nature, look, nature has kind of overtaken here. Nature will heal us. When the world, remember this, when the world went into lockdown last year about this time, remember after a few weeks, was it a river or stream in Italy was starting to clear itself up, and it didn't look so polluted anymore. The skies were clear. You know, nature started healing itself, but nature also heals us. And we're kind of starting to get, you know, in the US here, starting to get into those times when we could take our shoes off and actually really connect with the earth with our bare feet. That is when you get maximum output for just you standing there. You're going to get so much benefit. You went for a beautiful walk today. Well, keep it up. Spirit's just saying you're already doing the thing. Just keep it up. But the more we resist, I just heard what we resist persists. So the more you resist, I hate going to work, and focusing on how much you hate that or wish you could be somewhere else, the longer you're going to be where you're at and wishing for something else is kind of how they're showing it to me. And I think we might have discussed this before, just to try to be positive and really focus on the good parts of the job, if there are any. Maybe the best part of the job is when you can clock out and start driving home. If that's the case, then just really try to focus on the good parts and focus on when you do have a new job, how you're going to feel. And the more you can focus on those things and not so much the resistance of, gosh, I hate being here, because when we resist something, it's like we're digging ourselves a hole, a nice big hole. That is your favorite. See, you can focus on that. Maybe if there's a really nice coworker, just focus on their loving energy. Something like that, or they're good clients at your job, focus on that. Any little thing you can grasp at that is positive, focus on that positive, because it will dig you right out of that rut. And before you know it, that resistance, she's got her fists like this. When we stop resisting and we just, release, that's when we have our hands open to receive something. But I didn't think I discussed up here about the number 7, 2 + 5 is 7. That is that spiritual number, introspection, doing research, trying to get your application out there, just going within as well and really saying, well, what does my ultimate better job look like than this place? Really putting it out there that way. On the back of the deck here, we've got realization. Number 3, creativity. So getting really creative in the way that you visualize your, the positive side of things and visualizing the future. But you may come to a realization very soon here. surrounding the more negative energy that is going on in your life, where you just kind of surrender. And I do have my surrender cards out. I think there's a reason I said surrender. Where you just surrender to it all and you realize, okay, I am the co-creator of my reality, so I can get myself out of this. I got myself into this, I can get myself out of this. But let's just see what you can surrender to. That word came out for a reason. Anything Michelle Lynn can surrender to move her way to her destiny a little bit quicker. Anything. Wow. Look at that. Spirit is on and popping today. Surrender negative thinking. You have control over your thoughts. When negative thoughts surface, say thank you for sharing and quickly refocus on positive affirmations. Yeah, I think I did miss that part. When a negative thought surfaces, don't try to bypass it into love and light. Thank it for being there and pointing out what is no longer serving you, and say, okay, thank you for pointing out that I hate the way that this chair is at work. I hate the way that this is. Allow yourself to feel it for a moment and then move on to something more, positive. That might be the realization, is that, yes, I'm in this right now. I don't have to resist it. I can accept that, but it's not that fatalistic kind of surrender to where you accept it and like, well, I guess I'm just stuck here. Like, not that victimhood. This is you just realizing, yes, this is where I am right now. And guess what? That's okay. Because there is something better. There is something better. Whew. Yes, it's a lot. But I hope that resonated for you, Michelle, and hopefully brought you, when you can focus on the things that bring you joy, the things you do have control over, like moving your body, getting out in nature, those things you can have control over. Focusing on what you have control over and really leaning into that's going to help you through those times that are more difficult. I keep pulling that Hangman card. I'm retraining my brain to more positive thinking. Yeah, and we're just basically programmed from day one on this planet to focus on, the negative, because it's just what we do here. But that doesn't mean we have to be stuck in that forever. Thank you, Amanda. Your advice is always so helpful. Aw, well, I'm so glad. My heart does go out to you that you're still in that place and in that space. But, the more you can surrender that negative thinking and thank it for being there, because basically what that negative thinking is that reminder that, hey, you're still here. You're still here. You're still here. Like, yep, I got it. Thanks for your reminder, but you don't need to keep beating me over the head with it. I appreciate it, but moving on over here. All right. Thanks again, Michelle, for your lovely donation. All right. Next up on our list, we've got Anna. Oh, I think we had another donation from Anna. So yes, after Brianna, we've got another donation from Anna as well. Just make sure it's the same Ann. I'm pretty sure it is. Yes, it is. Okay. Didn't want to make it someone else. Okay. So, Anna, for your first question, what would you like to ask, my dear? I'm going to take a drink of my water. Oh, Kyant, I don't have super chat capability here because I have less than 1,000 subscribers on this channel. I did have that capability on my main channel, but since I moved the live streams over here, I don't have that capability anymore. But when I get to 1,000, I can gladly accept super chats once again. But for now, yeah, I have PayPal, and I was going to have Cash App, but that kind of was on my radar for a while, and then ish hit the fan in my life, so I didn't really get around to doing that. But it's on my list still, and I will get to it. Cash App will be available soon. Okay, so Anna, go ahead and post your first question. And then after Anna, we've got Claudia, and then Joyful Journey, and then Shanda Hancock ×2, and then Brianna, and then Anna once again. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, well, I normally on Saturday I do my free readings, but since I've been away for about 2 weeks now, I just want to ease myself in. I didn't want to have to be live 4 to 5 hours today, so I was just going to do donations only today. I may or may not even be on tomorrow. I'm just trying to take it a little easier than I have been. The whole crash and burn that I had, I don't really want that to happen again, so I'm going to ease my way in. But tomorrow and then Wednesday night are kind of my just what do I call them? Like donation take priority days. And then Saturday are my days when I do 2 donations and then a free reading, then 2 donations, then a free reading. But if I get through all these donations in a timely manner, I will maybe and quite possibly open up the free readings and do a couple free readings at the end today. Yeah. Yeah, I would be down for that, Lunar. I didn't want to bother you. Wasn't sure as far as like what you were going through. I figured if I'm going through something, she probably is going through something too. But yeah, if you want to do the writing tomorrow, I'm totally down for that. But Shadow Woman, do I use Venmo? Oh, I don't have Venmo. I think that was another one on my list I was going to look into. I will definitely look into Venmo and Cash App. So thanks for that reminder there, Rhonda. Oh, Nyasha, good to see you. Have a good one. All right, so Anna wants to know, what do I need to let go of? Okay, let's find out. We've got some cool decks that'll let us know. Okay. I love the surrender deck. I've already heard I need to draw 2 of these. For Anna, what does Anna need to let go of? Please, Spirit. Got 1. Wow. Lovely energy. Let's get a little more information here. Okay, wow. So I'm really drawn to the fact that the female body is very prevalent in both of these cards. So there's something about your body, and maybe a block, an energetic block, a physical ailment or manifestation of something in physical. But this one here says surrender, and now my left ear's ringing. Surrender to effortlessness. So stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. So especially if you've been a lot like me, just go, 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 trying, doing, really working hard to try to push something to move forward when it's just maybe not time. Surrendering more to the flow of life and the flow of what's actually going on, which is hard when, in this grind, day-to-day grind of the life that we've kind of set up in the 3D matrix here. If we're not accomplishing, then we're failing. Like a lot of us kind of took on that mentality, and even still I struggle, as you can attest. The last 2 weeks I just kind of dropped off the face of the earth. We all need to give ourselves time and allow things to just flow better. So especially if you've been struggling with that, Anna, surrender to the wisdom of your body. That's another one. So listen to your body's messages about a person or situation. If you feel physically drained or uncomfortable, be cautious. If you are energized and happy, move forward. So that could be a way to know if the effort you're putting into something is you trying to force it or if it's in the natural flow. If you feel good after accomplishing a task, did I say that right? If you feel good after accomplishing a task, I feel like I missed a vowel somewhere in there. But if you feel good after accomplishing something, even if you're tired, but you physically are just like, I did it. Like, that's supportive energy. You're in the flow of life. Even if things are, you're putting in manual labor to like dig a garden or something, like, yes, it's going to be hard work because you're digging, you're using your body for manual labor. But if you feel accomplished at the end of the day, then you're in the flow of things. But if you're really working a lot of hours and you're trying to push something that's just not ready to happen, you won't feel very good. You'll feel drained. You'll feel very uncomfortable. All the things I've been feeling, trying to just make everything the way it was before I had to move this channel to a new, or my lives to a new channel over here. Things were just flowing and going well, but they were flowing a little too fast for me. But then I brought everything over to the channel and things slowed way down. And I was just like, I can keep going. I'm going to keep going. And I tried to force it. And it didn't work out in my best interest. This is called the Power of Surrender cards by Judith someone. Ortloff. Light is in the way. MD, I think is the rest of that. Yeah, it's a beautiful deck. And then on the back, you've got surrender to your intuition. Tune into your inner voice. Be aware of any gut feelings, flashes, knowings, or aha moments that come through to guide you. So surrendering to the wisdom of your body, your intuition, and just not trying to force anything that's not ready to move forward. that is what the energy you can release is just that need to push forward when maybe it's not time, I think. But let's get a little bit more guidance for you on anything you need to release. I think that was your question. Let me just refresh myself here. Maybe I went too far. Let's see. Let go of, yeah. What do you need to let go of? Okay, for Anna, what does Anna need to let go of? All right, so we got, there's that river, you know, flowing, going with the flow, flowing with that river movement, not trying to fight up the river, but flowing with it. That is such a major theme because that was that effortlessness card that I put away. That was the message there. Flow with the river, move with the energy that's going on. But you have some blessings coming in. Releasing the need to be right, I just heard as well, releasing the need to be right, to try to prove someone wrong, like, see, I was right. Just you being right in and of itself is enough. You don't have to like try to tell someone. I think energetically they would just know. I don't know if that's just a special message or something that may be coming up for you, where there might be an argument where you know you clearly won and you're trying to let this person know, hey, I won. I think that's something in the very near future coming for you. But you can avoid that just by, yeah, I'm right, but I don't need to say it, whatever. But Rainbow, there are blessings coming to you. What you need to let go of is just trying to force anything that just doesn't feel like it's moving, you know, organically, I guess is the word. Oh, my mom's here. Hi, Amanda, I'm late, but I'm now here. Thanks for all you do. And thank you, everyone, for the donations, supporting Amanda's channel. I love you all. We love you, too. Anything else Anna needs to let go of? Wow, so this is the second card talking about the body, the physical body. So it says here, visualize a healthy body and mind. So visualize yourself as a completely healthy person, inside and out. Do one thing that brings you closer to achieving that state. Your goal, to do whatever it takes to become the healthiest you possible. So eating the right foods, getting a proper amount of sleep, getting really good hydration and water. I'm going to take my advice right there. You know, not immersing yourself in too many EMFs or around too many electronics. Making sure you're getting out in nature. Making sure the people you're spending time with aren't of a low or negative vibration. All of these things together and combined are really going to help you feel healthier and more on top of your game. And as a result, I think things are really going to start moving forward for you in the way that maybe you have been wanting them to and they just haven't been, if that makes sense. So checking in with your own physical body and your own mental body, your intuition, this is going to be really helpful. And then as I'm putting them back, this fell off the deck. Clear out the debris. So engage in psychic cleansing. How much debris do you carry in your energy field? Debris is generated by irritation, stress, unfinished business, and mental and emotional toxins. It's distracting and disempowering to the healing process. Your goal, to release release unnecessary thoughts and emotions. And I could have gotten this card these past 2 weeks. Man, oh man, could I have. So just a little added bonus there for you, Anna, and I hope that resonated for you. So just check on in with your body and don't try to force things that aren't ready to happen, because in divine time, they will happen. All right, and thanks again for your lovely donation. And then you have another question you donated for that we will get to in a moment or 20. Look into Venmo. Oh, I missed it. Look into Venmo. I personally stay away from Cash App. Okay, it's not safe. Okay, then I will take your advice, Rhonda. Thank you for that. I think you're maybe the second person that said Cash App might be a little sketchy. But it's what all the younger people are using is Cash App. But, you know, I guess they can either do PayPal or Venmo. All right. So, Claudia, my dear, you are next. And then Joyful Journey. You're on deck after that. And you're so welcome, Anna. Oh, yes, Ethan. Anna did, she donated once again. So if we can get her on the list as well one more time at the end behind Brianna, that would be awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, Claudia. Hey, man, I hope you're great. Can I get some guidance for springtime? Beautiful. Well, why don't we use the Green Witch Oracle because you're asking about springtime. We'll start here. Anything for Claudia? Any guidance for the springtime? That's too many. But they're saying to take the top one. Wow, so we got corn, which is the ritual, sweet corn. We got this in the collective reading I did at the beginning. Oh, Rhonda's on her way out. We will see you later. Have a good one. Yes, get out in the sunshine. Absolutely do that. That's the best advice for all of us right now. If you have any bit of sunshine, get out there in it. If you have the ability to take off your shoes and get in the grass or the sand or the dirt with your bare feet, do it, do it, do it. It's so beneficial to your peace of mind and your physical body. Oh, beautiful energy. Okay. But for you, Claudia, you are at the end of one cycle going into something new and beautiful. So you are like planting those seeds for something new, which is perfect for springtime. So maybe doing some sort of ritual, or today would be perfect because today is the spring equinox. Beautiful, supportive energy. And we drew this card in our collective reading as well. All and any of you listening, watching later, tap into the energy of this equinox point today, right now, and do some sort of ritual, some sort of intention setting for the future. That's going to really pay off, and like the intention behind it is going to be magnified because we are at some sort of like energetic gateway or portal when we're at the equinox or solstice point. So great time to do any little rituals you can think of, or you can Google any kind of springtime ritual or manifestation ritual or whatever little things you want to do. Use your own discretion, your own intuition on that. Guidance for springtime for Claudia. Anything else? Okay, this one and this one. Wow. Look at that. The sun. Enjoy success and happiness. So what a beautiful card to get, because corn loves the sun. Corn grows beautifully when the sun is beating down. So yes, whatever it is you are putting your intention into, Claudia, you're going to get success and happiness and abundance from setting those beautiful intentions. And it's also 2121 when you said that. Yes, that's beautiful. Now it says 222 on my clock. So that's awesome. 222 on my clock. But yes, whatever intentions you're setting today, and whenever you decide to set these intentions, but today would be a very powerful gateway energy for you to do so. That sun is really going to bring you that success and happiness and abundance that you've been seeking. But we also have the mountains card here, so stand your ground. Whatever you're putting these intentions into this springtime, Claudia, they have a beautiful, solid foundation. It's really cool. Wow, that's just good confirmation that that's going to be like a little talisman or a token for you to really tap into that abundance and happiness in your life. That's so neat. I love that that lined up for you like that. Good little synchronicity for you there. I love that. But with this mountains card, this is showing me, this is like that 4 energy, the 4 pillars. Working with Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Raphael, and Archangel Uriel. Those are the 4 pillar angels. They want to help you build something very solid and very stable for a very prolonged future. Something that's going to pay off for you monetarily years and years into the future. That's what I see with this mountains card here. And you are standing your ground on something. Maybe you're telling someone, speaking your truth, or you're letting someone know, hey, you can't treat me like that anymore. Whatever it is, but you are standing your ground. Even if this looks like you just taking back your own power without announcing it to anybody. You're just taking your power back and you're doing your thing. Beautiful, beautiful energy for doing that. Where do I want to go next? We're going to the Keepers of the Light Oracle. Yep, that is what I've learned. You see, 444 is the number I see all the time. Yeah, and that is the beautiful, that's your angels. When you see 444, that's them letting you know you're on the right path. You're creating abundance in your life, and you have their support. And you're building a stable, solid foundation. That's what that 444 means when you see that. But then you have here the Miriam sacred vision. So choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. So with this stand your ground card, there may be certain people in your life that you are setting those intentions to create better boundaries with. Letting them know, hey, you can't treat me like this anymore. Even if you're not physically telling them, hey, you can't treat me like this anymore. It's just you changing the tone of what you allow. if there are certain friends or people in your family that use you all the time, but then when you need a shoulder to cry on or any kind of help, they're just gone, nowhere in sight. What I see here for you is you're setting these boundaries. Either you're voicing these boundaries to people saying, hey, I know in the past I offered that I could do these things, but I've stretched myself too thin. You know, not saying any kind of excuse or telling them an excuse, but just telling them the truth. The truth is all you need. Just letting them know, hey, I just need to do it for my own sanity. I just need to do it because I don't feel like doing it. Or I need to not do that because I don't feel like doing it. You know, you can be truthful. And other times you can just get around it by just kind of bringing your energy back to center. Not ghosting someone, but it's almost like if you haven't heard from them in a while, you reaching out saying, hey, I got boundaries now kind of feels weird. But if this is someone you see every day and you kind of have to say, okay, I need to put these boundaries up, you know, something like that. You can use your intuition to see what that means for you. On the back of the deck, we've got here, wow, Lady Portia. So it says divine order and then sacred vision was this. So this is a very spiritual time for you too, Claudia, coming up. This springtime is very spiritual time for you. Do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. And I think that lesson has to do with forgiveness, healing from past wounds, finally standing up for yourself in some area of life. Yeah, so you're saying, yep, just change the energy. Let's see. I don't give it the power. Good. Yeah. So you're already doing the thing. I think you've already tapped into that energy, and you're just going to continue to stand your ground in your own special Claudia way. But you're creating, I mean, with that sun card and that success and stability you've got going on, it's awesome. So cool. Such beautiful energy to plant those new seeds and see what happens. Oh, that's awesome, Jen Jane. So happy for you. That's something I still, maybe some year, someday, I would love to do. Awesome. I'm proud of you. You're so welcome, Claudia. Thanks again for your lovely donation. All right. So up next, we've got Jen Jane. Joyful journey. You are next, my dear. Then Shanda Hancock ×2, then Brianna, and then Anna. And Ethan, I don't know. Yeah, can you add Anna to the list once again? She did donate again, and I want to make sure we don't miss her on our list. Yeah, she donated right after Brianna, so. Awesome. I kept saying Brianna, didn't I? Brianna. I'm back in the Brianna again. It's Brianna. All right, so Jen Jane, joyful journey. Go ahead and post your question. I just heard my dog whine. I'm going to go let her out real quick. What advice do I need to hear? Thank you so much. I will get right into that. I'm going to go let her out really quick because she just was whining. It's nice enough I can just leave the door open. So I'll be right back. All right. Turn the fan on. A couple clicks so it's not too loud. All right. Yes, Shanda, you are up right after Jen Jane, Joyful Journey. Okay, what advice do I need to hear? Where are we going today? Here and here for Jen Jane. And then Shanda, you are up next. ×2. And then Brianna, and then Anna. Thank you so much, Ethan. Okay, what does Jen Jane need to hear? Okay, we got 2. So we've got here change direction. So know that healing sometimes depends on the strength, willingness, and ability to change direction. Many people postpone doing so due to fear of laziness, and then they wonder why they're not happy and healthy. Your goal: to make one solid, effective, healing choice by the end of the day that can positively change the direction of your life. So, still catching my breath from running up and down the stairs. But what they're showing me here is this isn't you changing the complete trajectory of your life in any way. This is changing direction. Basically here where, he's not really moving anywhere. He's sitting in a chair. He's pointed this way. This could be you moving that weather vane. Now you're turned this other way. This is more your outlook on life, your belief systems. This is an internal change of direction rather than an external change. Although sometimes when we do take those internal changes, it looks like external changes because we've changed as within, so without kind of vibe. So changing the way you see things, especially your limiting beliefs surrounding money, surrounding your abundance, surrounding how powerful you feel you are. These are all things I think you're really coming into, that are coming into question for you coming up. Also, bring humor into your life. Hey, that looks kind of like me. My hair was down. I just called myself a clown. But anyway, today's lesson, think about whether you truly have a sense of humor. Healing is enhanced with humor, and laughter can lighten almost anything, certainly most day-to-day irritations. Your goal: to bring humor to everything that causes you stress, as this is one of the most empowered responses you can have. So I think this is you bringing humor into some of these belief systems that you're examining. Jane. Okay, on the back of the deck you have pay attention to your body. So paying attention to your body is really going to be important for you. On this day, think about one thing that your body requires that it didn't get, or that it didn't need yesterday. Listen, observe, and pay attention to the physical, emotional, mental, and psychological stresses in your body, and respond to one of them fully and consciously. Your goal: to pay attention to your body in every way. So paying attention to your body, bringing some humor into the situation, and examining your belief systems. So it's all very, 7 energy, very internal, very introspective stuff you've got going on that you need to hear about. What else for Jane? All right, financial flow. So as a result of you examining maybe some of those limiting beliefs around money or abundance, you're going to be in that financial flow. Money is just going to start coming to you a lot quicker and a lot more, like bigger sums of money than you can even know what to do with, is what they're showing me. Like things are just really looking up in the financial department coming up over the next 2 months for sure, and into the future. But it's going to take about 2 months for you to start really seeing this. But body movement, there's another card about body. So maybe you just need to get more movement. Getting more movement, getting out in nature might be really important. Oh, you're having crazy shaking when you meditate. Yeah, that is, you're tapping into some stuff. It's all energetic. Yeah, you're tapping into something higher vibrational. But pay attention to your emotions, your feelings. A lot of times you won't feel afraid. If it's something that's good, oh, sorry about that. My chat, text message group chat thing came up, so I apologize for that. But yes, when this happens, anytime I felt weird energy and moving and like vibrating, shaking while meditating, it was because I was leveling up or going through some sort of transformation. So maybe that's where it's saying pay attention to your body. Asking your body when you feel these shakes, even when you're in the meditation, or especially when you're in the meditation, asking your body what it's trying to tell you, because it will answer you. You will get an answer. The shaking going on could be that body movement they're talking about as well. But just pay attention to how you feel during these things. If it's confused, I would still say that's not a bad thing. Just try to feel into it and see what it's trying to tell you, because it can be telling you different things. Let's just get one card on that. Shaking. What is this trying to say? Well, it's saying you need a vacation. No, but what I'm seeing is maybe you going on some sort of vacation or retreat, even if it's like a daycation where you just go for one day, don't even spend the night somewhere, but you just get out and do something different. That's really going to put you in a different mindset, a different vibration, where you can tap into some of this stuff. Because a lot of times when we are in the same four walls of our home, or just in our own little neighborhood, our own little niche in the world, we can start feeling stagnant or kind of blah about things. But it's when we get out of our comfort zone, get out of our city, our state, whatever resonates for you as far as travel goes, you're very much more present because everything's new. You're seeing a new building, a new bird, a new, rock formation. You're really present in the moment because everything is new, everything's different. Yeah, you'll ask, you feel amazing when it happens. Yes, I feel like it's just you leveling up. You're tapping into higher vibrations. That's all I'm getting from it. But going on a vacation might even tap you more into this spiritual evolution that you're going through currently. And you might even tap into something more. So I hope that resonated for you. Lovely energy. You're just examining things and leveling up. Bringing some humor into the situation might help. So I hope that resonated. And thanks again for your lovely donation. That away and that away. All right. So Shanda, you are next, my friend. So go ahead and post your question. And then after Shanda, you got another question. So we've got ×2 here. Let me just make sure I haven't missed anyone. Yes, for 2. So Shanda did donate for 2. And Brianna, and then Anna. Okay. So 1 applied for a grant recently. How might that go? Thank you. Yes, let's find out for Shanda. How will this grant go? How will the application of this grant go? Ooh, so you got a couple. Well, you have here adjustments are required, but we're pairing this up with a win-win outcome is forecast. So the fact that there may be an adjustment, it may not come about the way you're thinking, or like something about it isn't as cut and dry or as black and white as you once thought or had thought going into it, but you're still going to get something out of it in some way, whether it's this grant or a different grant that maybe you're applying for later. You're going to get some sort of grant or some sort of help is really what I see there. Let's just feel into the energy of this specific grant. This one where it's saying adjustments are required. What does Shanda need to know about these adjustments? Well, prosperity lies ahead. So as a result of you adjusting either your belief around this or kind of putting your energy in the direction of a different grant, there is a win-win outcome and there is prosperity. You will be getting a grant. That's written here. You are getting a grant. I just don't know that it's going to be for the amount you thought from this initial one, or if it looks like you're getting part of it from this and then maybe applying for something else and getting that as well. Spirit's kind of like yeah, like there's multiple, like I'm seeing this juggler, like multiple balls in the air. It could go a couple different ways depending on actions you take, Shanda. That's how it's going to play out. So I could tell you one thing now, but if you didn't take that action, it won't play out exactly like that. So basically, adjustments are required, a win-win outcome is forecast, and prosperity lies ahead. That's what they're letting me tell you, because they're like, well, you could tell her something, but if she doesn't take action in this direction, then it might not go quite that way. So it wouldn't look the way that I said exactly, you know what I mean? But using your intuition, following the guidance that your guides and angels are putting forward for you, the signs and synchronicities they're giving you in the direction, they're pointing you in a direction that is going to be a win-win outcome, that is going to have a prosperous outcome for you. So follow your intuition with all of this, and you're gonna get that prosperity. So I hope that resonated. I know it was kind of like, they're like, yeah, here's the information, but shh. Because they're showing me basically, like, if I say, oh yeah, this is what it is, you know, this'll go this way, but then this'll go this way. And you put your intention like, yes, this will happen, but then you don't allow for anything extra to happen. You'll almost block your blessing. So they're almost just saying, tell her to trust her intuition. But I think you got your answer. You're getting a grant of some capacity, and it is a prosperous grant, because that prosperity lies ahead card would not have come out if it was just some tiny little amount. You know what I'm saying? So I think you got this. Just follow your intuition with all of this, and you should be good to go. So I hope that resonated. So what was your second question, dear Shanda? And I think I got another donation. We've got Yvette, whoever Yvette is here, or Yvette, here in the chat. Yes, indeed. Thank you. Yeah, I hope I didn't confuse you. I mean, I think I said it pretty clearly, but sometimes when spirit's like, it could go a couple ways, so let's not muddy the waters here. Oh, VG the lovely one. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so VG the lovely one, we've got a donation for her. Thank you so much. We will get you on the list. Dear Ethan here, we'll get you on the list. Thank you so much. And you're so welcome, Jen Jane. I don't know if I said that. Okay, will I get communication from A, the Pisces, anytime soon? All right, let's go to Angel Answers. We haven't used this deck yet today. Will Shanda get communication from A, the Pisces, anytime soon? We've got here improving health. So a lot of times when this card comes up when you're asking yes or no question, this is basically saying to really focus on you and your energy. For one, A's energy might be interfering with any kind of healing or leveling up that you're doing currently. So it's kind of almost like a blessing in disguise that you're not in current communication or like instant contact right now, because he's also probably going through something. He may have a health issue going on, or just healing from something that transpired between the two of you. Maybe you're healing from something that transpired between the two of you, or could be unrelated. My spirit's like, wow, you're all over the place. Like, it's funny. They're showing me these things. I'm saying it, and then they're making fun of me about it. But it's because there's a lot of factors here. You're very multifaceted there, Shanda. Your two things you're asking about are very multifaceted. So they don't want to just give a hard and fast answer like they've done with pretty much everyone else today. But there's something to do with you improving your own health, your physical, mental, emotional, spiritual health. And probably A as well is working on health in one or more of those areas as well. But let's just see if they will get a little more specific for you about hearing from him. A, the Pisces, or her, he or her. I don't ever want to assume it's a male. But if you believe, so they're basically saying your intention will shape the outcome. Him, okay. So your intention will shape the outcome. If you really want to hear from this person, you can almost send them like psychic messages like, hey, A, I'm thinking about you today. I do want to call you, or I do want to text you, but I'd rather you text me first so that I know it's okay. Like, you can almost send his higher self like psychic messages. Let's just get one from the love and relationship affirmators or couple. Oh, we got one. Self-worth. Wow. So we had here improving health, really focusing on yourself. And then we have a self-worth card popping out as well. So let's just read it. It says here, I cast off all concerns about what people think of me. I know I'm a totally kick-ass person, and my kick-assness can never be diminished by rejection. So people can think what they think and feel what they feel. In the meantime, I'll just keep on knowing what I know without thinking about what they are thinking about what I already know, I think. Yeah, these sometimes are really funny. So just to own, get down with your bad self, own where you're at, who you're becoming, what you're transitioning through with the improving health here. This doesn't always have to be physical. This could be mental, emotional, spiritual health, cleaning out the clutter of your closets, internal and external. You're really just focusing on you right now, and that is the best advice they're giving you, is to really focus on you. But we also have here grace. So it says, I face disagreements with grace and flow through the ups and downs of my relationships without getting thrown off center. With grace, I'm able to keep my cool, be my best self, and not resort to name calling, even when that crappy poo-poo face is being a douchey barf monster. I did not write these, I swear. But yes, especially if things have been kind of weird or stagnant or, just no communication at all between the two of you, this is giving yourself and A some grace right now, because I just feel like really Spirit's saying it's just not the time yet. That doesn't mean it's not going to be the time in the future. We can even get a tarot card or two about that. Let's just see. if the future supports some contact between the two of you coming up, or whatever you need to know about the communication. Okay, so I think that after a period of introspection and maybe some reflection, we do have a Page of Cups. So this is a surprise. This is something he may be surprising you with a text just out of the blue. You're so focused on becoming your greatest version that out of nowhere, here comes a text from A. You're like, oh wow, haven't heard from you in a while. Haven't even been thinking about you. There you are. But this is him coming from a place where he's done some emotional healing, and I think you as well. There's an element of emotional healing, especially all that healing we've been talking about. I think it's primarily emotional with those cups there, emotional healing. And this is a surprise because it's like, when pigs fly, you're going to be very surprised maybe in the way he reaches out, or maybe you run into him somewhere. On the back of the deck, you've got the Knight of Pentacles. So, he might take his time a little bit. This is the slowest moving knight here in the deck. I don't know if he is a water or earth sign or a combination in his chart. Water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, and earth signs are, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I had to think for a second there. He might have a mixture of that in his chart. But he's coming at you from a place where he is more emotionally available, so to speak, where maybe before he was really closed off, wouldn't really show that more vulnerable side. When he does come back, oh, you're Scorpio. Okay, so that makes sense, all this water energy here. Pisces, all in his chart. Yeah, well, there you go. Look at that. But I think he's going to be coming at you from a place of more emotionally healed and a more vulnerable state, a place where he can actually speak his emotions out rather than hide them or try to deny them in some way to you, like laugh them off, like, oh yeah, whatever. I think he's just working on him, and you're working on you for a while. And it's not going to always be that way, though, because I think he is reaching out again at some point, and it's going to be in a very surprising way. So I hope that resonated for you, Shanda, and thanks again for your donation, and I wish you the best of luck with A. I think everyone's just going through some stuff right now. All right. So right up next, we have Brianna, and then we've got Anna, and then we've got VG, the lovely one. All right. So Brianna, you are next, my friend, and then Anna. Take another drink. Will you channel a message from my mother? I feel like she wants to tell me something. All right. Well, we're going here to, I always forget the name of this deck. Let me pick these ones up that I dropped. All right. So this is the Wisdom of the Oracle. I always forget this. I've had this deck for so long, and I rarely use it, which is weird because I love this deck, but I just never think to reach for it. We're reaching for it now. Mama Monica's reaching for it now. Anything Mama Monica wants Brianna to know today. All right, we got one, we got two. Okay. Wow. Yeah, so you may have really been having some spiritual experiences lately, Brianna, and any dreams you've had about her or visitations you felt were from her, absolutely they were. And she's been working with other guides of yours, other guardian angels of yours, to get messages to you, because she's showing me like a lot of times the way she can come through or show herself is pretty limited, to where she's actually implementing the help of other guides and angels around you that can get you the message. Even like she's almost showing me like Bam Bam from the Flintstones, hitting you over the head with his club, like, you'll definitely get the message now, because I've got all this help to give you a message that's so clear, that's so undeniable, that there's no way you can deny this is a message from me and your guides. I think that's coming up if you haven't already experienced that. But you are really tapped in right now. I don't know if it's something to do with a current transit in your chart, Brianna, or you're just, I don't know, there's something about your energy right now. You're very tapped in and you are existing in multiple dimensions at once. It's like you're 1 foot in 3D, 1 foot in 5D lately. And you're really, with this peace card here, really instituting this very Easter or Austera, I never know if I'm saying that right, energy of what's basically coming up. So this feels like maybe around Easter time. I don't know if Easter was a big, there was a birthday near Easter, or just Easter was a very special holiday for your family. I don't know. But there's something about Easter that your mom is pointing toward, where maybe this sign, this really undeniable sign, is going to be coming at that Easter time. Either a few days before, on Easter, or a few days after, like in that 5-day window. But it's going to have to do with big changes in your life. It's going to be a big, blessed, and beautiful change. It's a very peaceful energy. This is fun. This is exciting, but very peaceful, very calming, very soothing. It lets you know that you are still in very good contact with your mother. Yeah, and there is this dove kind of offering this olive branch here too. So it's like any fighting that's been going on in the family, or disagreements, or just kind of stagnant energy. Maybe the family hasn't been able to get together very often. I don't know if you're planning some sort of Easter get together with family. I don't know. But she's showing me Easter is going to be a very important time for you spiritually, but you're going to be seeing these things in the external world as well. I'm going to go to the dream deck. I don't know why. Have you been having a lot of dreams about her? She wanted me to reach for the dream deck, so we're going in. Anything Brianna needs to know from Mama Monica. We've got here boundaries, nettle, boundaries and caution. So this to me feels like maybe you've had a lot of dreams where you are either being chased, or you feel put upon in some way, or where you're very cautious of your energy, or what's going on. But this is just your subconscious mind's way of playing out things that have been kind of maybe subconsciously bothering you. Maybe something you're like, my energy feels off today. There's nothing you can really point to say, oh yes, this is why I don't feel my best today, or whatever. You're working these things out in the astral realm. And I see this little guy here hiding behind. So it's almost like you're even in the midst of this, nettle, which you don't want to touch that, or you're going to itch and have all sorts of craziness going on. But in the midst of that, there's still, like, this guy to me is very peaceful. Like that peace, the word peace just keeps coming up. We got a little face here. So it's almost like you might, and it almost feels like a ghostly kind of vision with both of these. Like we got kind of a apparition face there, got one here. I don't know if you're someone, Brianna, who can see spirit. Maybe this is just letting you know you're going to be able to actually see something with your physical eyes that's just undeniable. A sign from spirit, or a spirit visitation where it's just undeniable. But in your personal life, there may be certain people that you're setting clearer boundaries with. People who have just kind of taken advantage of you, or just not purposely even, but just energetically, they're a lot. Like, your mom wants you to protect your energy from people who are almost like a vampire, like an energy vampire, even if they're not meaning to, but they try to dump all their stuff on you. And every time they have one little problem, they're calling you. Just protect yourself that way. This doesn't feel like anything crazy or cryptic. It's just very little energies like that. But we also have here fairies, environment, playtime, and enchantment. So connection to fairies, I don't know if you are connected to the fae, working with the fae. It would make sense with this little guy here, little earth elemental guy going on there. Maybe you're seeing between dimensions into another realm where the fairies exist and where Bigfoot exists. I don't know. But your mom's just saying be very open. Keep a very open mind coming up, because seeing is believing is what she just said. And you may be seeing things that you never thought you could see. And it might start happening after or around that Easter time. So I hope that resonated, Brianna. Your mom, she's so cool with her messages. I love when she comes through, because it's always something different with her. Love it. But on the back of the deck, I think that's one of her favorite colors, kind of that ruby red. Got red, passion and survival. But yeah, that's that root chakra. So grounding, getting out in nature. And my chat hasn't moved for quite quite some time, so I don't know if it's frozen or if people are just being quiet and listening. I don't know what's going on. If you can see me put an 1111, that would help me. Oh, wow, here come a lot of responses, so maybe my chat was backed up. I don't know. Oh, good to see you, Lunar. I know we didn't get to talk for like any amount of time, but I'm so glad I got to see you today. Oh, good, you guys can see me. Awesome. All right, these do not want to fit where I have them. All right. Yes, take care, Czar. We will see you later. All right, you guys can see me. Cool. So, Anna, your second question, and then VG, the lovely one. And then I think that's about all I'm going to have time for today. I might take 1 or 2 free questions at the end. We'll see where we're at because we're rounding out about the 1 hour, 55-minute mark. And I think I'm doing good still energetically, but I don't want to push it. So, Anna, let's go ahead and get your second question, and then VG, the lovely one. And then a couple free questions. And then I'm going to go do some reading, I think. I'm trying to do the self-care, do things I enjoy. I used to love, and I always have loved reading, but I just haven't. I set my goal again for the 3rd year in a row to read 30 books this year, and I logged onto my Goodreads, and I was 4 books behind schedule already, and I'm like, oh no, I should probably start reading for this year. So I've been doing that, and I've been loving it, and I'm glad that I've had time with all this emotional purging and energetic reset, reboot that I've had going on, that I've had time to read. Yeah, Ethan, I will be able to answer your question before we leave, so remind me. When I ask for that first free question, I'm going to give it to you, Ethan, so put your name on the list. How about that? Put your name on the list behind VG. And we will get into it. All right. So, Anna, we are ready for your next question. I can't remember if you had posted the question on PayPal. What do I need to let go of? I think you asked that one. Or was that someone else? I can't remember now. I think, yeah, we did answer that one. Oh, I got another block here that I was hiding from you. So, oh, Anna, yes. I'm not sure if I'm currently going through or about to go through a spiritual awakening, but I would like to know if I will be getting back my psychic abilities anytime soon. So, Anna, let us know you're here, and I will get into your question. I have the question, if that's the one you still want to go with. I'll give you a moment to respond because some of you guys might be lagging behind. Oh, have an amazing day, Shanda. It was so good to see you. Thanks again for your donations. I'm going to clear off some of my notifications that we don't need. Anything not related to PayPal. There, I've got it pared down. Okay. That sounds like a plan, Lunar. I've been doing some organizing around my house as well. I love getting in that flow of organization, but I sometimes hit this wall where I'm like so overwhelmed I don't even know where to start. Yeah. So I did some purging and some organizing the other day, and I felt so good, and then I'm like, I'm gonna keep going. Oh gosh, where do I even begin? Where do I start? And then I kind of felt the walls closing in, and I'm like, I'm gonna take a day off. Little by little, I'm gonna get there. All right. Okay, so I'm not seeing Anna. And I know I have her question here, but I wanted just to make sure she's still here and can see me and hear me. I don't know if she's here or not either. I still want to answer it though. I think what I might do, because she did write the question on PayPal. So what I might do is answer the question and mark timestamp, and then we can save the timestamp. And then if she comes back to the chat, when it posts, we can put the timestamp in the comment. That's what I'm going to do. But I need to write myself a note for the timestamp for Anna. Give me 1 second. Gotta shuffle around in here. My son got a new gaming chair for his birthday, and now there's even less room in here. Find me a pen and paper. Okay. Alrighty. So we're going to timestamp this at about the 2-hour mark. I could have probably remembered that. All right, for Anna, about the spiritual awakening. Let me reread it so I'm getting it right. Oh, you posted your question at the 1:30 mark. Okay, that might be hard for me to find, but I did read the one you posted over on PayPal. But you're here, so now I don't have to worry about timestamping. So were you wanting Anna to ask the one about the spiritual awakening and the psychic abilities? So it says, I'm not sure if I'm currently going through or about to go through a spiritual awakening, but I would like to know if I will be getting back my spiritual ability or getting back my psychic abilities anytime soon. And I don't know, Anna, if you're way behind us, because I called out for you quite a while ago. So maybe just check, if someone wants to let Anna know to check that the bottom of her thing is all the way to the right. There's no gray space, meaning she's lagged behind. Or to refresh the chat, I don't know, refresh the video. But yes, I will get into this. We're about a little past the 2-hour mark now. I'm going to get into this about the spiritual awakening and the psychic gifts. Okay, so is Anna about to or already going through this spiritual awakening? And there's 1 foot forward. And will she get access to her psychic gifts again? Okay, so wow, yes. So the first one we've got here is forge, don't follow, pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. So you absolutely are going through spiritual awakening. You are in like uncharted territory for yourself. You are on a new trajectory, a more spiritual path. Absolutely, you are right on the money with that. On the back of the deck, we've got Messenger, Sirius energy, bringing harmony and balance. So you may find, Anna, you are a Syrian starseed from the constellation of the star of Sirius, Sirius B. And we also have here Hadarian energy, codependency, and boundaries. You got the love. So for me, this is saying that you being very choosy with who it is you're spending time with, who you're allowing in your energetic field, what you're consuming as far as the news, watching shows that make you feel like watching violence, and then you internalize that as some sort of empath. Sorry, my dog's sniffing under the door. But putting up boundaries, and these feel like energetic boundaries surrounding your energy, because when you are going through a spiritual awakening, you're in a very precious state. That would be, sorry, my dog's like hacking up a lung out there. That would be like you being in that chrysalis, and then the world as this stick poking you. You're like, I can't. I'm metamorphosizing and transforming. I don't need to be poked and bombarded with all this external stuff. That's what I'm seeing. So just making sure you're very choosy about who you talk to, what you watch, what you eat, what you drink, being very choosy with those things. Because when you can really immerse yourself in that spiritual awakening, as much as you can without totally going off the deep end, because it's an intense experience. It's hard to still be in that 3D world while you are, I think Anna's way behind us there in the chat. But I think she'll see this on the replay. At the 2-hour mark is her timestamp. But you're going to see, you just focusing on your own spiritual path, allowing these other things to kind of flow away from you and not be that stick poking your constant transformation. That's going to help you really feel into this. And I think as a result, you are going to gain access to your abilities that you once had, probably abilities you had as a child. Let's just see what comes up. Anything about this awakening and getting more spiritual and psychic abilities. Okay, I want those 3 basically. Okay, yeah. Look at this. We got clairvoyance coming on deck with Archangel Raziel. I am helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. Yes, that's a big resounding yes. You're getting these abilities back as you go through this awakening. But your boundaries and just not allowing this energy that's going to keep you held back, basically just immersing yourself and kind of almost getting selfish with your energy and taking care of yourself. Self-care is going to be very important, but those boundaries are going to be key to being able to tap into those abilities. You're going to be able to tap into them anyway, but this feels like they're just going to be coming online in a more organic way when you can really be careful with your energy and what you're consuming. But with that messenger card, this is because you are meant to help others around you, with messages. You're not basically pushing your agenda on them or anything like that, but you're giving them messages from your own higher self, from your heart, and helping other people with their own awakening and abilities. But look, spiritual understanding. And when I was going through my very spontaneous awakening, I always would pull these two cards together, and they're both Archangel Raziel, and that's how you spell it, Raziel, right there. So maybe looking into Archangel Raziel, working with Archangel Raziel, that'll really help you bring these gifts online, because spiritual understanding, that's what you're gaining from this awakening. I am bringing you esoteric information and symbols and helping you understand spiritual truths. Look at that. So yes, you absolutely are. Your intuition is on point with all of this, Anna, but you also have creative writing. Look at that. Archangel Gabriel, make time to write down your thoughts in a journal or pen an article or book. So whether you're just writing for yourself or writing as that messenger, you've basically got two cards here about writing, about being a messenger. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Writing down your experiences, even just for your own self to look back on and see how far you've come at a later date, or writing these experiences down and then eventually publishing them for other people to help other people realize that they, they're not crazy. They are going through a spiritual awakening. On the back of the deck, you've got Victory, Archangel Sandalphon. Your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith. Wow, that's so powerful for what you asked. You are bringing your psychic gifts, your spiritual gifts back online. Feels good and it feels supported. Actually, I'm going to grab some self-care oracle cards for you. Anna, anything Anna can do to help bring on these psychic gifts and really help her with her spiritual awakening. Connect with your ancestors with the number 15, number 14, which adds up to a 5. If I could English today. Connecting with your own ancestors. Maybe you've done some research about your ancestors lately, or have thought about it, or just been thinking about a grandparent or something like that. There's something to do with your DNA, your ancestors, that you've been thinking about or focusing on, or maybe very soon in the near future are going to be focusing on. What else? What else can you do to bring these gifts online? We are. Hydrate. Yes, this is such, think of it this way. The moon is that planet that is talking about intuition. So, where am I going with this? Spirit's showing me something and I'm trying to articulate it in my head. I apologize. When this happens, it's like, oh, yep, I know I'm about done for the day. But hydrate. What they're showing me is that the moon controls the tides, and the moon is about intuition. The moon is about that psychic ability. So making sure, because, we are water. We are like 60 to 70% water. It shows me that you are, tapping into your intuition. It's really beautiful. But a great way to do that is to make sure you are hydrated, to make sure you are getting enough water, getting enough, what I was saying about consuming and having those boundaries, not allowing that negative energy to affect you. That could also be, codependency, boundaries. Yeah, just not depending on other people to do things that you can do better for yourself, really, is what I see. So, let's see. One more. Yes, here it is. One more deck for you, Anna, and we're getting to it. Okay. Yes, wake-up call. So this spiritual awakening for many of us is that wake-up call. This is that energy to realize that the life we've been living, the energy we've been focused on, the way that we've been operating and showing up in the world is no longer serving us. This is a wake-up call to step into higher vibration, to become someone better, become a better version of ourselves. Not that we aren't good as who we are, but you're stepping into who it is you're here to be. You're answering that call, that messenger card you had here. You're answering the call from spirit, and it's really beautiful. So I think that's all I'm getting for you, Anna, but I hope it resonated for you. And thanks again for your lovely donation. And remember, all of your donations do go to help my mom, whose house burned down in July of 2019. And I greatly appreciate all of your love and good vibes and just support. I really appreciate it, guys. All right. So, VG, you are next, my friend. And then we've got Ethan. Okay. These put away. Oh, I'm going to put these right where I know where they're at. All right. Getting there, getting there, getting there. So, my chat might be frozen. I haven't seen it move. Just double check over here. Oh, I see VG's question. Cool. Okay, I've been really working on my journey to weight loss and health, but still have an ongoing issue that I'm not sure why it keeps happening. My doctor and test results haven't given me any indication of an issue. I can share the symptoms if you need it. Okay, let's see what we got. Let's see about this healing deck. Sorry, I think my dog is trying to get out. Let me go let my dog out. Sorry. I'm going to let my dog out real quick, and I will be right back. Okay. Back here. All right. So, that's set up. Okay. All right, so let me read this again. So I've been working really hard on my journey to weight loss and health, but still have an ongoing issue that I'm not sure why it keeps happening. My doctor and test results haven't given me any indication of an issue. I can share the symptoms if you need it. Okay, let's see what Spirit says, and then if you feel like you want to share, that is fine. Woo. couple there. Wow. Okay. So this is very interesting because there were 5 cards I pulled here, but 2 of them landed face up, and they both are about detoxification. Wow, look at that. So VG, whatever symptoms you've got going on, I think it's a form of detox. Something is releasing from your body, from your system. So it says here, Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for cleaning up my body, mind, and life so that I may happily and healthfully live free of chemicals. So you may even have been, called with this weight loss journey to eat foods that are less processed and more natural, more organic food, or, getting better laundry detergent that's more, not so chemical laden. Or a lot of the beauty products we use have a lot of chemicals in them. The cleaning products, lots of chemicals. So your body is maybe having some sort of reaction to something you've used or had once used and is detoxing from that thing. This could even be when this comes up as some sort of double message here about detoxing heavy metals from your body. And I'm currently doing a system called TRS, Advanced TRS, where I'm detoxing the heavy metals from my body because I have a genetic mutation to where I can't actually detox metals, like any metals that come into my body. I can't naturally detox them. They just accumulate and accumulate and accumulate. So what I'm seeing is if you're someone who can't detox heavy metals, maybe doing a heavy metal detox would help you or benefit you. Also, we've got massage. So, dear Archangel Raphael, please help me know that I deserve to receive massage and other self-care treatments. So treating yourself is really going to be beneficial to you, VG. Also, dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for helping me to help children. So I don't know if you have had children and maybe some of these symptoms have to do with, the more feminine parts of your body, the womb energy, the breast energy, something like that. That's what I think of with children. Or you just have children around you, and part of your mission here is to help and teach and love children. But here, be honest with yourself. So to me, this is like you already kind of intuitively know what's causing these symptoms. The fact that doctors can't find anything, actually wrong, and the tests can't find anything actually wrong, it's like but you know there's something going on. And this could be energetic, it could be spiritual, it could be emotional, that your body is actually taking care of it in a way like it's kind of detoxing you from this thing. Yeah, I don't know if that aligns with any of the symptoms you're having, but as far as like a weight loss journey, let's just get a message about that as well. Weight loss and health. Yeah, and pairing this up with these 2 detoxification cards, you're letting go. Your body and your energy, you're releasing what's no longer serving you. That could look like you no longer, eating certain things or in a certain way. Releasing more than just, what that weight loss looks like. Not just shedding pounds, letting go of pounds, but letting go of the traumas, the wounds that have actually created the weight to come on in the first place. Because a lot of times, even if it's like, well, I have a thyroid issue, that's why I gain weight. Well, spiritually or, emotionally, somehow we've manifested some sort of ailment, usually subconsciously. We're not purposely ever trying to do these things, but all physical ailments and things that we have going on in our bodies have a spiritual cause. Let me repeat that. All physical ailments we have a spiritual cause. And that's the problem with allopathic medicine is they're looking for, to put a Band-Aid on a gunshot wound, or they're just sometimes they're looking at the mental aspect of it, or sometimes the emotional aspect of it, and always the physical aspect of it. But rarely, if ever, do they see that there could be any kind of spiritual cause or connection to what's going on with you. And 100% of the time there is. So, checking out maybe even like a naturopath or some sort of more holistic medicine, acupuncturist, something like that might help you kind of get more to the root cause of what's going on. But on the back of the deck here, we have stay positive. So I don't think it's anything that you need to try to get to the bottom of and point to and say, yes, this is what's going on. It's almost like you just getting your attention drawn to this thing. Okay, doctors aren't coming up with anything. You can do some sort of healing or, energetic cleansing meditation with yourself to let go of that energy, let go of whatever has caused this. You don't have to, get down and dirty, roll up your sleeves and point to, well, this is here because of this. So VG, all you have to do is put the intention you're releasing this because it's no longer serving you. And you may find in the days after releasing that, or that day, you have some emotions come up. I have a feeling, though, you kind of can point to, I bet it has to do with my childhood, or I bet it has to do with this, because we do have that children card coming up. It could have to very well do with your childhood or something that happened when you were a child or younger that led to you getting in that situation in the first place. That's kind of what they're showing me. But we have here awakening your true self as well. So being honest with yourself, you're awakening to your true self. And as you awaken to your true self, the pounds will shed off. The past things, the traumas that you've kind of suppressed or have been a part of your energetic field are releasing. They're sloughing off with those pounds. And you're just detoxing your energy, your energetic field from traumas from the past, from things that are no longer serving your physical, mental, spiritual, or emotional health. So I hope that resonated. I want to get you a couple of these as well before we close this out for you, VG. So anything else that VG needs to know about this ongoing issue? Okay, we have here, see the synchronicity. So take note of all the synchronistic happenings and coincidences that occur on this day, and know that nothing happens by accident. Your goal, to appreciate the divine details that are woven into every moment of your life. So that could be a bit to help. Maybe you're seeing synchronicities where you're flipping channels and someone's talking about a certain ailment that you're having, or you're reading a book and they're talking about that ailment. That synchronicity can appear in many ways. Maybe you're in a restaurant and you hear someone talking about what you're going through. This can appear in many ways. We also have here become better. You are becoming a better version of yourself. You're allowing the old that has held you back to release and detox from your system. Becoming better. So today's lesson, discover one thing that would make you better and more empowered at what you do and who you are, and make it part of your routine. If this is difficult, identify why becoming better is something you wouldn't want to do. If this is difficult, identify why becoming better is something you wouldn't want to do. There we go. Your goal, to recognize how and why you sabotage your empowerment. And I think you're already on this journey, VG. You're already becoming better. You're already getting in touch with your physical, emotional, and all the other healths. You're getting in control of your weight loss and just your journey to a better, healthier life. You're already there. So just keep doing that. Keep examining what you can do to feel healthier and better. But yeah, staying positive is going to be your key. There's nothing that came up as some sort of red flag that there's anything going on that if the doctors and the tests haven't tapped into it, I think just your awareness of it is the lesson you're learning from this, and you're letting it go. So this may actually be phasing itself out of your life. This ailment you've had, this ongoing issue may be phasing itself out of your life over the next couple of months. That's really what I'm seeing here. So I hope that resonated for you, VG, and thanks again for your donation. All right, get these ones put away, and then Ethan, you're so welcome. Yeah, they didn't point to anything that looks like you need to take caution of. Just keep doing what you're already doing. You're already on the path. You're already seeing the thing. You're already doing it. So I hope that resonated. All right, these put away, and we will jump into Ethan's reading. And then I will probably do one free reading after Ethan's reading, and then I will do a quick little close out for all of us. And oh, actually, I think Spirit wants me instead of, we'll do Ethan's reading, and then I think I'll pull a card for everyone here. But we'll get to that. We'll get into that, and I'll let you know what you need to do to get yourself a card. Free card. Okay. So, Ethan, what can I do to help Christian go through the depression and struggles he's going through? I try my best every day and keep reminding him how beautiful of a person he is, but I fear it isn't enough. I truly care and love him, which is why I'm trying my best to make sure he's getting the love he deserves. Okay. Yes, Jamie Lee, if you want to send a donation, we can do one more question before I do the one card for everybody. However, due to the struggles he's going through, my ego gets excessively worried for him. Okay. So let's just see what you can do to help him. And I'm sure you're already doing everything you can possibly do. I'm sure you're already doing it. But let's just see. Let's just see what Spirit has to say. Woo. Yeah. You being, okay, so Spirit's almost just showing me you as this beacon of light in his life. This place, it's like a soft place for him to land, a place where he doesn't have to put on a false mask, a place where he can just speak his heart, his truth, and feel this sense of peace. You provide that for him already. And just you being who you are, shining your light, being that beacon of light for him, you're going to continue to be that way. There's nothing extra you need to do that you're not already doing, because you're already this sense of peace in his life where he can go. That, that soft place to land is what I keep hearing. Let's get some guidance from Archangel Michael. For Ethan, what can Ethan do to help Christian? Yes, I can tell you're already doing as much and maybe even more. Like you're going above and beyond here. Well, but this is wow, this is so powerful. And look how similar those images are. That's you in both of these. Of course, you're male, but the depictions here are you just shining that beautiful, authentic light. This is you helping him through this is helping you. This is helping awaken something in you to see what a beacon of light you are, not just for Christian, but many people. Many people. And you just being your true authentic self is all you need to do, all you need to be. So this is your life's purpose. Just you being that shoulder for him, you're already doing the thing. There's nothing extra you need to do. And if at any point you feel like you need a break, you need to kind of pull your energy back, don't hesitate to do that as well. But you're already on it. You're already doing it. Oh, that's so beautiful. The essay. Oh, yeah. I mean, these things, you might think, well, that's something very little that I did, but to him, it's something very big. Like you're doing big things to help him just by doing what you're doing. Okay, you and your loved ones are safe. So just know, I don't think Christian's in like trouble of trying to take his own life or, you don't have to bear the burden. That's what I'm hearing. Like if this depression becomes like even more soul crushing to him than it already is, that's not your burden to take. Like that's what Spirit's showing me is like you're already doing probably above and beyond what you should be. Just being that safe space for him to land. You don't have to, try to talk him out of the depression or try to come up with ways he can get out of the depression. Oh, thanks, Jamie Lee. We will get you on the list. Just know that he's going through this for part of his own life purpose as well. This is probably part of his awakening or just, shedding the skin of who he's been told to be by parents or friends or society at large. You just need faith and hope in him. Yes. Yeah, it's not your burden. That's absolutely right, Lunar. I also felt it's not up to you, like you're helping, of course, and giving him a safe sanctuary, but going through this is something he needs to do on a soul level. Absolutely. That is life purpose energy right there. Let's see. I'm going to get one here from the Goddess of the Moon. Anything, let's just see. Any suggestions Ethan can make or any words of advice for Christian? Whoa, we got two here. Right. Wow. Yeah. Acceptance. This is just about accepting. I mean, this is almost like reaching out for help as well. accepting help, accepting the situation as it is, accepting, I just keep hearing it is what it is. But with that acceptance, there's going to come this realization that he is much greater than this depression, than these circumstances, than these situations, than these people, whatever's going on to create this depression. He's coming to a realization all on his own, of course, with your support and your help and you being there. But this is something he needs to come to on his own. And it may be something he's going through for some time with this patience card here. But the 36 there, he's coming to the end of that cycle where it's just depression, depression, depression. He's coming to the end of that cycle. Have some patience. I'm hearing by summer solstice. So again, that's about 3 months from today, almost to the day, or probably to the day, because we are at the spring equinox today. So within the next 3 months, he's really, overcoming that he's going through. But we have here also purity. So there's creativity here with that 3. He may be finding ways to, this to me looks like a very beautiful, creative portrait. Maybe he's pouring this depression, this anxiety, what he's going through into some sort of passionate, creative project, creative project, something he's very passionate to create. But it's as a result of where he's been that he now has the information to create something beautiful. This might just be part of his soul path to go through this because it's putting him on a new trajectory. But just you being that support, that beacon of light, you're already doing the thing. So just keep, an artist. That's absolutely what I'm seeing here. So, and he's protected. Look, you and your loved ones are safe, and we also have protection here. So his guides and angels, they're not going to let him do anything rash or anything, on a whim, like, this is too much, I'm going to end it all. Like, I don't see that ever coming to that point. Even if he feels or says that to you, like, I just want to end it all, he's not allowed to end it all. Like, he's got too much to do here. He's safe, he's protected, he's guided. And if it's hard for you even to get through to him on like a one-to-one level here on, person to person, you can even, Ethan, connect to his higher self and tell his higher self, hey, he's going through a lot. Can you ease up a little bit? Or connect to his guides, maybe try to communicate with his guides just to send that extra protection or, whatever it is. Because on the back, prayers will help the situation. You connecting to his guides, you praying, that'll help as well. But I think you're already doing everything you need or possibly could do. Just keep doing it. Keep being there unless you feel like you need to step away, then absolutely follow your intuition on that as well. But this is something he's going to go through no matter what. It's not your burden, but you can still be supportive and hold space for him as he goes through this. And again, it'll probably be about another 3 months before he really starts seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Although I think he's doing a lot of inner work to where it might even be before then. He's really going to fast track it, but patience will be key for him. So I hope that resonated, Ethan, and I'm sorry that he's going through that. Because when he's going through that, then of course you feel very connected to him, and then you're going through that, and it's just a whole thing. So my thoughts and love and good vibes go out to all of you. All right, so for those of you who are still here, I'm going to pull a card for all of us that are still here. So if you would like me to pull a card for you, go ahead and put, wait, Jamie Lee, I'm so sorry. Jamie Lee's question, and then we're going to pull a card for all of you who are still here. Thank you for putting your question, Jamie Lee. Oh, man. I promise I didn't purposely forget you. I love you, and I'm glad you're here. Okay, what are my guides' advice about what I should do about my, relationship with Alloy, however you say that. We keep having bad arguments, but we're not putting in the effort to talk about it. Not sure if it's time to let go. Okay. No worries. Okay, good. I didn't want you to think I forgot about you. Okay, so what should you do about your relationship with Alloy? Okay. Right. So we have here, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So I think it is going to be worth putting the effort in, putting the time in. But there is the deception card here as well. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. So I think it's just the fact you're not talking about, the arguments you keep having. I don't feel, because this could go two ways when we pull this card. I don't feel like he's trying to purposely deceive you, but it's almost like he's not being as vulnerable as he could or sharing his emotions as much as he could, which might appear to you as like he's hiding something or he's trying to be deceptive in some way. And it's not like he's purposely doing this. I think this is just maybe part of how he was raised, like he wasn't allowed to show his emotions, or if he had big emotions, he wasn't allowed to show them, something like that. But on the back of the deck, we've got past life relationship. So you've known each other before. So yeah, this is definitely a past life relationship. I guess we could tap into if it's a karmic relationship or not, but on the back of the deck, again, we've got give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. So I don't think it's worth walking away quite yet. Of course, if you work over and over and he's just not willing to talk about what's going on and where you've been and he just wants to sweep it under the rug, if he stays in that mindset where, yeah, I don't want to talk about it, I'm never going to talk about it, that might be hard to be able to move forward with someone. But if he decides, okay, I'm going to start tapping more into that inner self and being more vulnerable, then I think this is worth going the distance with, because this could be the one, and give your relationship a chance. These are great. I think he's scared I'll break up with him again. Yeah, that's probably it. Let's just see if there's any word of advice about the relationship. These things hate me. Here we go. All right. Maybe this way's easier. Okay, there's one. There's two. Okay, let's see. So we've got here a message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. Yeah, so there's no attraction on the back. There is no question that this is a love relationship, a love connection. There's attraction. There's magnetic, like you feel so pulled together. And there's love. There's a lot of love there. But there's also healing. You got the healing card as well. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. So that could even just look like healing from past arguments that you've had. Maybe having one big conversation about all the stuff from the past. Both of you just drag it all up. Just, get that big rug out of the middle of the room. That big lump that was swept underneath it. Vacuum it up, clean it out. Get that rug shaken out, take it to the dry cleaners, clean the whole room, and that's a metaphor to say just air out all your dirty laundry together. Just put it all in a pot, stir it together, air it out, get it all out, and then basically say, let's just never have to go back here again. Let's just get it all out. Let's move forward from this point. But I think unless that happens, he's just going to want to keep trying to sweep things under. Like, yeah, it sucks, but, we'll just get through it. We'll just deal with it. Like, no, we're going to actually deal with it, not just, try to move on from it when we haven't even discussed it. That's what I see. So it's like, and it might have to be you. I think you're going to have to be the one to instigate it. Like, let's just have a big conversation about this, where you sit down and you just air all your grievances and all the things that he's done wrong or right, and anything he thinks you've done wrong or right, and just get it all out. Because a lot of times when we just try to sweep it, it will come to a head anyway. Eventually, always will. So you might as well kind of take the high ground, or you take the first step and just really get it all out. Yeah, you be the one to do that, get it all out, and then both of you together, once it's all out, say, okay, now we're moving forward from this. This is our past now. We don't have to keep looking back at this because we've hashed it out. We've talked it out. We've dealt with it. But even just doing your own sort of healing, meditation, all of that can help you as well. But I don't see that this is something you should walk away from yet. Let's get one word of advice here from the Love and Relationship Affirmative deck. Any word of advice? Okay. We've got acceptance. When I get to know new people, I accept their actual traits rather than the ones I project on them. Same goes for not new people. I already know. Acceptance is the delicate art that reminds us everyone is their own unique self, and we can't expect them to ever be anything but. Man, how do those snowflakes do it? So yes, accepting that you are each your own person, and getting all that ish into the middle and talking about it and then moving on from it, I think is going to help. We've also got maturity here. Beautiful card to come out in this instance. I love that. I make peace with the tough relationships of my past. I probably would have skipped the pain they came with, but I'm grateful for the lessons they brought me. Because of those tough relationships, I can look back at the mosaic of life and see the value in the most broken pieces. Yeah, so this, as a result of this conversation, I'm seeing both of you leveling up maturity-wise, especially him. It's like he's going to realize, okay, I can speak my feelings and not lose her. Okay, cool. Like, this is good. So, you know, I do see you being able to move forward. And there is this sense of learning and maturity gained as a result of this conversation. Of course, I think this is going to be something you're going to need to set a couple hours or more aside for and let him know, hey, let's just have it out. I love you, you love me. Let's just let it all out right now. And, you know, maybe don't blindside him with that, but just say, hey, I'd like to have a big conversation about all the ish that's transpired. Let's just get it all out. Let's just, you know, let's not hold it against each other anymore. Let's just get it all out. You just imagine him saying that. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, so try that out. I hope that goes well. I do see that boding well for both of you, because just that big rug I keep, and it's especially him, just let's sweep it, sweep it, sweep it. And you're like, I don't want to sweep it anymore. Let's just get it out of here. Aw, well, I hope that brought you some guidance and helped. I'm glad. Yes, it helped you a lot. Okay, good. Yay. All right. So thanks again for your donation, Jamie. Okay, I'm going to take a quick drink of water. And all of you who are still here, if you would like me to pull you a card, where are we going today? What cards are we doing? Let's get one with a message. Ooh, here we are. I think we will do these cards. This is the Messages from the Angels deck. So let's see if you want one of these cards pulled for you. If you had a question that you wanted answered and didn't get it answered today, maybe you could kind of see if this card will bring the guidance you needed for that question to be answered. Or if you just want a general message, you know, leave it up to you. But if you'd like a card pulled, just put an 1111 in the chat and I will get you a card. Gotcha, Amanda. Thank you so much. It's a 5-year-long relationship. I just don't want to give up so easily either. Yeah. So 5 years worth of stuff. That's going to be a long conversation, I'm sure. Especially if this is kind of a pattern with him just wanting to kind of sweep it under and, you know, move on from it. But you're not really moving on from it because it's still there. You trip over it every time you walk on that carpet. Yeah. Oh, Mardell's here again. All right, let's see what we got. Cheyenne Downey, let's start with you. You're the first 1111 I see here. All right. Message for Cheyenne. We've got Layla. Spend time alone in nature, meditating about your desires and intentions. Ask the angels to help you gain a positive perspective. Beautiful message. All right, that's for you, Cheyenne. So next we've got Ethan. Did I put that in backwards? I guess I'll find out. Yes, I did. All right, Ethan, it's your turn. So for Ethan, message for Ethan. You've got here Sonia. It says, I bring you a message from your deceased loved one. I am happy, at peace, and I love you very much. Please don't worry about me. And as I'm holding this, I'm feeling a lot of heat in my hand from this card, which is really weird. That doesn't happen normally. So I don't know if it feels like a feminine energy. Someone in a family, close friend, someone who passed away, that energy's with you. It could even be a spirit guide, but it feels to me like a loved one that you knew in this life. Okay, RM. Let's get a message for RM. And I want to say thanks, you guys, for hanging out with me today. I had a lot of fun. I'm glad I could come back. I missed you guys so much. RM. Okay. We've got here the Astara card. You deserve the best. Reach for the stars with your dreams and desires and don't compromise. What a beautiful message for you, RM. Love that. Okay. And then we've got Pocahontas, Tashika. All right. Message for Tashika. We've got the Opal card. Your children on earth and in heaven are happy and well cared for by God and the angels. Lovely message. Not sure if you're planning to have children, or if you do, I don't even know. I don't know your life. But whether you have children or planning to hopefully someday have children, their spirits are near you. Okay. Jamie Lee wants a card. Here we are. Now that you've asked the angels for help, be open to receiving divine guidance and assistance. You deserve heaven's help. The Fiona card. So that could be pertaining to your situation with Aloy. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing his name right, but asking your guides and angels to help you with this conversation and asking his higher self to get on board and help with this conversation. That'll really help you. You don't need to do it alone. All right, Vicky wants a card. Get a card for Vicky. All right, here we are. We've got Archangel Raphael. I am helping you heal physical challenges in yourself and others. You are a healer like me. That's beautiful, Vicky. So you are a healer, and anything going on in your life, you can call in Archangel Raphael to help heal that for you. Beautiful time to heal. Okay. Anna wants a card. You're so welcome, you guys. My chat jumped, so let me bring it back. Anna, if you're just joining us and would like me to pull you a card, go ahead and type 1111 and I will pull you a card. Anna. Daniel, I am the angel of marriage and I am assisting you right now. So whether you're married or not, this could be, if you're single, pulling in someone from the future. All right, woo. All right, so Mardell's card. Let's get a card for Mardell. Woo. Here we are. Isaiah, it's a good time to give birth to new ideas and situations in your life. I am watching over you, guiding you, and protecting you during these changes. Yes, so of course you're probably not having any children or grandchildren again anytime soon, but giving birth to new ideas and situations in your life, getting your new furniture and getting your freezer, and just looking forward to what it is you're bringing forth into this world. Big changes. These are big, beautiful, good changes. And here, she's not alone. She's supported. She's got a lot of support around her as these changes occur in her life, which you do. You have a lot of support. All right. I love that. All right. Next, we've got Jasmine G. Wants a card. No worries, Cheyenne. That's okay. Jasmine G. Okay, we've got the Shanti card. I am the angel of peace. I bring you new tranquility and a smoother road ahead. So, Jasmine, especially if you've had a really rough go of things, or just things weren't really moving forward, things are changing in a big, beautiful way for you coming up. Okay. So next up, we got Lunar Refresh. How did I miss you? I missed a couple people. I did. Okay. Lunar Refresh. Get a card for Lunar Refresh. Ooh. And Archangel Michael, I am with you, giving you the courage to make life changes that will help you work on your divine life purpose. Beautiful. I think you can take that a lot of different ways in your life, from what I know. Hey, Sonia, I am pulling a free card for anyone who wants to type in 1111. So if you'd like a free message, I'm closing out the live. I've been live about 2 hours and 47 minutes, and I'm getting a little tired, so I'm closing it out. But if you'd like me to pull you a card, go ahead and put in 1111 in the chat. All right, VG, the lovely one. We've got Ray. Yoga and exercise are essential to your well-being, peace of mind, and spiritual growth right now. Beautiful. All right. Up next, we've got, I think I did Jasmine G, because my chat went and skipped, so I missed it. Missed some people. Okay, Sonia. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that or mispronouncing that. We've got the Ray card again. Yoga and exercise are essential to your well-being, peace of mind, and spiritual growth right now. And I would also say meditation. Meditation would be really good as well. Let's see. Oh, it jumped again. Yeah, if I missed you or skipped you, sometimes the order that I see here, and then when I watch it back, it's a different order for you guys than it is for me sometimes. But If I missed you, I'm going to call out everybody again at the end to give everyone one more chance. So you won't, if I skipped you, we're not skipping you completely. I just somehow skipped you, but we will get to you. Okay, Michelle Lynn. Card for Michelle Lynn. We've got Archangel Uriel. Your emotions are healing, which enables you to open to greater love. I will help you release anger and unforgiveness from your heart and mind. And Uriel's a great one to tap into your own inner strength as well, a great guide to work with, and for you to really feel your own power and be able to create your own reality and positive thinking. So that's a great card for you, Michelle. All right, Susan wants a card. All right, Susan. We've got Oceana. I love this card. Take action. You're in touch with your truth in this situation, and you need to trust your gut and lovingly assert yourself. Beautiful. All right. Let's see. Anyone else want a card? Go ahead and put an 1111 in the chat, and I will pull a card for you. Adrian wants one. Whoa. We'll take the top one of what fell on my arm over here. We've got the Athena card. It is safe for you to be powerful. You know how to be powerful in a loving way that benefits others as well as yourself. That's great. Awesome energy, stepping into your power. All right. Oh, you pray to Archangel Uriel. Well, it's a good one. He's a good one. She, he. It's a very, what's the word? Androgynous angel. Very, very balanced masculine and feminine energy. So sometimes Uriel will show up as a female, sometimes as a male. Same with Archangel Gabriel. Yes, you can. You can get one for baby Lunar. We've got here Desiree. No, conditions aren't favorable right now. Wait or look into other options and ask the angels to help, guide, and comfort you. So it's just like, I just heard incubation period. And she's kind of cradling her stomach there. So it's like incubation period. It's not quite time for things to be on and popping in a big way right now. It's just a very contemplative and introspective kind of time, which seems very fitting. Oh, things are fine. Yeah, no, you're good. You're good to go. To me, that's just like things are just incubating, you know? Anyone else? Anyone else want to pull a card? But this did fall out as I'm putting them away, Lunar. So it says, I'm the angel of abundance. You will receive the money that you need, and God is in charge of how that will happen. Have faith. And money, abundance, you know, whatever. Yeah, miscarriage dreams can be scary when you're pregnant. I will attest to that, for sure. But I got major crown tingles, like, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Anyone else want me to pull them a card? I will absolutely do that. Otherwise, we will head on out. And I might be on tomorrow, depending. You're so welcome. Oh, wow, major left ear ringing. That baby is here. Okay. Anyone else? I'll give you a few moments. Take another drink of my water. Oh, Walter's out hacking in the hallway again. You can, Michelle, absolutely. Let's get a card for Michelle's mom. Oh, take the top one. We've got Fiona. Now that you've asked the angels for help, be open to receiving divine guidance and assistance. You deserve heaven's help. So anything she's been stressed out or wondering about, she can ask her guides and angels, God, the universe, source, whatever she prays to for help, and she will receive that help. Man, Walter is just loud out there hacking up a lung. I don't know what for about a year, he just coughs and hacks. I don't know what it is. All right. So anyone else want a card before we go for the day? I made it just shy of 3 hours today. I'm proud of myself that I lasted that long. I did not think I could do it. Anyone else? And you're so welcome. All right, I think that's all I'm seeing. Okay, let's get one for Christian. And then we'll wrap it up. Unless someone else will post their wanting a card before we wrap it up. All right, one more for Christian. Anything for Christian? Got Archangel Gabriel. You have an important life purpose. So this is another thing about life purpose. Wow. You have an important life purpose involving communication and the arts. Please don't allow insecurities to hold you back. I will help you. Wow. What a powerful card for him. Wow. Beautiful. I hope he can see this some way. Or you can let him know. Maybe write down that message so he knows it. Oh, that was powerful. Holy cow. Whew. I'm feeling that energy. All right, you guys, I think that's it. I think that's the end of the live. So Walter is scratching on the door. I think he wants me to go outside with him, not just keep the door open so he can go in and out. He wants me out there with him. So I will oblige. I will let you guys go enjoy the rest of your day, afternoon, evening, night, whatever time it is where you're at. And I love you guys, and I might be on tomorrow. Oh, I will get a card for Dustin. Yes, I can do that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll be on. It'll probably be a 1 hour only, and I will stick very securely to that 1 hour only. Yes, here for Dustin, we've got the Rochelle card. As you honor and follow the guidance of your heart, prosperity is coming to you now. Has he had a recent epiphany or idea or something he's wanted to do, maybe slightly new direction, or I just saw Jupiter energy, like expanding something he's already thought about. Getting major crown tingles now. Something he's been, and maybe if he hasn't even voiced this to you yet, I don't know, but something he's been thinking about doing. This is divinely guided. Divine guidance he's getting, and prosperity is going to be a result of him listening to that. That's pretty. It feels like big energy, like major, big, good changes in life kind of energy. So I don't know what that could be, but yes. I hope that resonates for Dustin. That's exciting. But yes, you guys, I think I'm gonna go, but I'll probably be on 1 hour only. Yes, Walter, we hear you. 1 hour only tomorrow. Probably earlier in the day so that I can meet with Czar and just take it easy tomorrow. Trying to kind of ease myself back into the heavy workflow that I was constantly in. Thank you so much, Amanda. The reading gave me help to alleviate the stress and worry I had for him. It helped remind the problems and struggles of others aren't my burden. Yes, that's so amazing. I keep pushing him to listen to his heart and gut and feel ready for a huge change. Oh, that's so cool. He says yes, thank you. It resonates perfectly. Oh, I love ending on such a beautiful note. Oh, Deep Shoe wants a card. We're not over yet. Deep Shoe wants a card. Sorry, I just saw your 11. Oh, I think that's it. That really slammed. Okay. You are a spiritual teacher. You have the ability to counsel others and help them awaken their spiritual gifts and divine mission. The Akasha card. So you, Deep Shoe, I think you are an Akashic record librarian. That's what I just heard. That's powerful stuff. And you may be young, but do not let that detour you. You are a very, very old soul. That's what this is letting us know right now. All right, I think now that's it, you guys. Thanks again, though, for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really truly do hope to see you back here tomorrow at the Done Creative Live. And tomorrow is Sunday, but Monday over on my main channel, which if you didn't know, this is not my main channel. My main channel is my Pick a Card and Intuitive Exercise channel. On Monday, I'm having the next 7 days Pick a Card reading going live on Monday at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. So if you want to subscribe over there, I think most of you are, but if you aren't, link for that channel is in the description below. And otherwise, I will see you guys tomorrow and possibly Wednesday night. Again, gonna play it by ear, see how I feel. And then Saturday, hopefully, again, play it by ear, see how I feel. But we'll be back to kind of business as usual, hopefully by Saturday, where I will do 2 donations and free reading. I hope. I hope we'll get there. All right, you guys. Thanks again for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you right here back at the Done Creative Live and over at the Done Creative as well. All right, you guys. I will see you soon. Bye.